So yeah, we good to go. We good to
I've started recording.
boogie. Oh, we boogie.
I
We're
mean,
not even good
Roman
to
might
go.
not be here, so we can stop the recording and.
Boogie.
I am here.
There we go. Everyone's here. Right.
Let's go.
Well, hi.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. I just thought I'd be
Previously on D&D, what happened?
Thanks for ruining my thing. I was gonna do. So, last time, don't you dare finish that writing. Last time we traveled to the city of Mistress Found he died in an attempt to solidify yourselves in the kind of in a bit of a political stage, or just have somewhere to live. I think it's generally, a place to call home. Yeah,
Which we're
you
going to
went to
ruthlessly
Mr.
take over and be mean to the populace.
Which, yes, you did. You were attempting to take over this area. One of your attempts was to find the one of the rulers of. No, in fact, originally, sorry, I'm remembering everything that's happening as I'm speaking. The party was split up into two teams. The first team went down into the old tunnel that they had recently found, and attempted to see if they can work out any more information about a previous quest that they had completed for the what's it called? For prison, when they were forced to act rather than freely able to do what they like.
When they were branded.
Not really finding anything other than a tunnel that appeared to be digging towards the lake. Maribel used one of her, I think, newer spells to create some skeletons that then proceeded to dig the rest of the tunnel.
I hope they're alive.
After
Quote-unquote
a
alive.
few minutes, they began to head up to the surface. At which point, they
because
heard
we started hearing the sound of rushing water.
Eleanor
Like a
heard
little-
the sound of rushing water, yes. Or a burst of water at the very least. Quickly heading up to the surface, they searched for the other half of the party, eventually returning to the tavern. The other half of the party were new to the town, or certainly were new to what was going on underneath it, and so decided to have a little explore around the lake. Finding out that
I couldn't fit in the tunnel.
that also was the case. Going to the lake, they met with a tour guide who explained everything about it and gave them the option of going in. So still accepted, but Philu, I nearly said Amina. Philu did not. And I dropped my phone. In a insane series of events, one of the heads of this town, this little empire is a majorocracy, which means that the wizards, basically a council of wizards, rule the country. One of the ones that lives in this area was taking a dip in the potentially dangerous / mysterious lake, and spotted Philu and showed her the ropes of the city
Damn.
in what we all can pretty much guess is an attempt to impress her. Eventually, the whole party ended up returning to the inn, and that is where we left off. We left off with Feely returning from her impromptu date.
It's very charitable to
sweetie,
him
come
to
for that
call it a
booty.
date.
Fair.
More of a I don't know, a creepy guy walking up to a random girl he met.
Casual stroll.
Both of those work. If you would like an image, by the way, of this boy,
We don't give a shit.
I still choose to
I mean-
believe in Grammy mod.
They're all green road people. That's all we know. What?
then you can have it.
That's a fucking Doctor Strange lookalike.
A little bit.
Hey, at least he's well groomed. You know, at least it doesn't look like a homeless.
Looks like a
person.
dick though. He looks like
Does
an
look
actual
a dick.
dickhead.
Well,
Yeah.
He's a mage, he's a dick.
That is true.
Hey yo! Wait,
we
actually,
have
I'm not a
mage in the
mage.
wait. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, Angela do be a kind of
Wow.
Matt, you literally just sit on a floating chair, a floating throne.
You
Sorry,
do sit on a
not
Yeah.
doing anything. You're not
Yeah,
speaking
you
to
sit in your
us.
high ass chair.
To be fair, Mina,
I
not
sit on a chair, I sit in a chair floating in the
Yeah.
sky because I'm better at you
Not,
than you,
not
and I know
all
it. It's
mages are
fine.
dicks.
not
He's a
all
dick.
mages. Not all mages, because, you know, Marianne and, well, all of them.
Oh yeah.
But most of them.
name's
Yeah,
one.
most of
To be
them.
fair, most of the male ones, I'd say, I'm pretty sure all the male ones are dicks.
No, Articia is a bit of a bitch, but no, I like Mercedes and I like Max. They're both good mages, and Dorothea. Dorothea is also a good mage.
So,
So
Yeah.
I still need to figure out an accent for Amicia. I keep going between like accents. So, what do you think we should do? What's our plans?
I don't even know where we are. Did we make it back
The
to the end?
tavern?
You're all in.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is not late at night. Like there's still people outside, but it's late enough that it's dark. The kind of nightlife is what's occurring right now.
I mean, have we found any way of maybe fight? Like, what are we planning? Are we gonna take it by force? Are we gonna speak to
Well,
the higher ups?
person-
Be
personally-
careful where we're talking.
Personally, I'd like to go check out what happened down where we were before, after all the water stopped flowing. I want to see what's down there.
But on the lines of taking the city, we wouldn't necessarily need by force. I have spells that can help with that.
I unfortunately do not have any spells that will help us with that. Most of mine are offensive, a few to help us, and then that's pretty much it.
I don't think there's a sort of I don't think there's like a deed to the city, so we can't just like force them to sign something.
If there was a deed to the city, this would be so much easier.
Yeah.
Just
I've got dominate
them-
person into modify memory room, and if I do that to enough people, they'll think we always ruled this place.
That's a lot of spells.
If we modify the memories of just the main mages of the city,
I
we could
mean-
have them introduce us as
The actual owners.
as replacements, or
I mean,
what
we
have
could,
you.
we could. To be fair, we could just have them as our puppets, and then make them run the city while we're actually running the city. So then nothing's really changed apart from the fact that we can now do whatever we want.
So a covert takeover instead of an overt one.
Yeah.
Can
I'll try to
be
get
the
back.
fucking the Illuminati of Mistress Font.
You'd also assume that they would be easy
Doesn't exactly
to do
have a
that.
bad ring to it.
Yeah, we could kill two of them and then do it to the last
We
one.
Well-
never assumed this would be easy.
Well, just the way people are speaking, it's just like you're assuming it's going to be easy to do.
Nothing's ever going to be easy, you know.
We have
Well,
to
something
figure
was
out
very
some
easy.
sort of plan, no matter how difficult it is.
I think
Better
we need to
to
make
figure out the
multiple
feasibility.
plans. I think
Also,
multiple plans
Ruben?
would be the best way.
Where is this conversation happening?
I'm guessing one of our
Probably in
rooms.
Philu's room because
I
Yeah.
was
no one's
hoping that
downstairs.
was the case because
We're just
We're
saying
having
this
this
in the bar, just
conversation out
chill
in
out.
the bloody open. No, we're not.
Well, I feel like multiple plans would be the best. If we try a first plan, which is not highly discoverable and not like what's the word? Like if we do that plan and we fail, it's not this easily found out. I feel like that should have a first plan if we try and do something secretly and easier to not be found out if we fail. I feel like that should be one of our first plans because then we can go back and realize what we need to do. I mean, so I mean,
I
like,
can keep the green one preoccupied if he ever pops up.
mm. Do we know anything about them, as in like strength wise, like which one's the strongest?
Not
No.
Oh,
particularly.
that was a question
particularly.
to me. Sorry.
It was to the whole group and you, in a way.
Let's have a little think. See, none of you have really been around this enough.
I mean, yeah.
Around this area enough to really know. Which I just mean.
I
the
used to
whole
live
magic
locally, but
place.
that was years and years ago, so I would have no
Yeah.
clue.
I don't think so. But if anyone has expertise in, flipping,
History?
I was gonna say history.
I don't.
I'm also tempted to say Arcana just for the sake of like.
By
I don't.
expertise,
Yeah.
do you mean proficiency in expertise or just
I
expertise?
mean proficiency.
I've got
Um,
proficiency in history and Arcana.
and I have that proficiency.
And I
I
feel
have
like
the proficiency in history. Can I also roll?
I feel like Anja might have researched like the powerful mages of the land just to see how she can fucking kill them. I feel like that's
Can
something
I just
Angela
say
might
I
do.
hate what
I
you
mean,
just said.
whoever's got
Hmm?
good history, roll anyway.
What?
I
I,
don't
d- I
have
don't think.
good history.
Oh fuck!
Only
That's,
with
I sent that to the wrong place. My bad.
Yes, it is.
I was gonna say, I don't think
Ooh,
you
nice!
have
I've
more
just
history.
downloaded it.
Not looking.
I've already downloaded it. It's too late.
jeez.
That's
I'm gonna
a 24 for history.
24 for history.
Damn.
Um, Am I also a sort of history, even though I doubt that I'm going to.
Don't worry, Caden. I told the group
Oh
I
yeah, if
loved
you have
them.
it, then go.
That's annoying.
Yep.
Nice.
Didn't particularly care about this place.
Yeah, fair. Okay, Angela. I gotta be honest. I've lost where I put all of the colors. I think it may have been deleted by mistake. That's fine. I've got the 3 that's important right now.
Green, purple, red.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the 3 that I have. Did I say the other name, the other colors, or have I not
No,
said them yet?
you just said those were the
Okay.
main 3.
Okay, the main 3 of this place. There are 7 more.
Yeah.
That part I do.
But you didn't put names to the colors, so that's all I had.
Nope. Okay, that's fine. We shall do that maybe today. Maybe right now. Okay. The question. Remind me of the question exactly. Oh,
Do we know about the which one's the strongest and like the strength of each
are
mage?
you asking that about these 3, or you're asking about that about the council?
These 3, because we don't give a shit about the
Specifically
council.
these 3. Perfect.
Yeah.
In which
think-
case,
I don't know why I'm fucking leading this conversation.
purple was the strongest.
What?
Angela, the purple mage is a very like famous hero of the old battles, blah 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 mage. He's now like 100 and he's human. So he's very much like just tipping over the edge. Yeah, that kind of stuff. He's just slightly teetering on the edge of being like dead.
Does he have?
Um,
Does he have like a successor, or is he just the only?
There
purple
will
mage?
be a successor.
But he hasn't
that-
chosen.
Yes. And the issue is because he's so old, he's had so many apprentices that any of them could be the next successor.
Hey, Angela, you want to be apprentice and see if you
don't
can take
Well, I was
over?
thinking-
Don't worry about
My
that.
brain goes,
I have a plan.
The other two, red and green, kind of equal footing to your knowledge. You're not quite sure. They're both like young in air quotes for
For a member of a council,
No.
they're very young.
actually red is a fair bit older, but green's like the new hot kid on the block that's like
Sure.
just
Roman
know.
in the background, sure.
I was gonna say, hence why he has the balls to try and ask Philo out.
exactly, yes.
Question. And this is a question for you, Ruben.
Hi.
Did we arrive after Philo or before her?
I believe after.
After. So actually you guys have no knowledge that Philu had a date.
Did
Huckwin
say
does.
something.
No,
Huckwin
Huckwin.
does.
It's a
Huckwin?
Scylla.
Huckwin also does.
Huckwin's watching
You-
like, damn.
Emil, didn't
Damn.
you say something that
You
you
go
can keep
for a green.
the green person out of sight or something like that?
You guys saw Green as you were like leaving the like you saw him walking up, but
If
Just-
I may speak, I believe I
Go
have
ahead.
got an idea of a plan. So, Angela, would you like to be on that council? Have some sway, some power, some influence for us?
I feel like our plans are very similar.
Well,
It's my plan.
what could be
if,
a
if this is going
better
where I think you're
reason
going?
to choose a successor than by the, well, recommendation of a friend? If we get Green to vouch for Angela, and have Angela show off her abilities, then, well, we'd have a seat on the council.
Did I even mention my date, my quote-unquote date yet?
But I was there to see it all. Oh yeah, by the
You
way,
did slightly, right?
Kane, point of
Yes.
information.
Mhm.
Something I forgot to mention in my little spiel about who's great. The purple wizard's name is Galder.
what's his last name?
You don't gotta know that.
It's a
It's
patched
called
up with a T.
Galder Tesco?
Fagnome.
Oh, no,
Oh,
just
Another
Galder.
great mage.
It is, in fact, another thing. No, yeah.
You think the purple mage is sipping on that lean? Is that how he's been alive so long?
Wait, lean's a drug?
He's a
Lean's a.
fucking thing,
Wait a
no.
minute.
They always live
Caden,
long.
what did you just?
Lean's a drug.
I
Exactly.
never knew. Anyways,
bullshit.
so
You're really
how
reading
would
into
we?
this bit.
Let's see. How would we influence the green mage to recommend Angela?
Dominate person.
What?
Oh.
Oh, one of you will dominate person, alright?
I
I mean, I
How
have a
long does that
spell.
last?
Philo turns to Maribel.
Dominate person.
Leave it to me, darling. I think he has a thing for me.
It's at this
Well,
level,
you-
it's up for 1 minute. This
Before
is
we
very
In the
disappointing.
spiders?
into this,
His hots for you aside, I don't believe that would sway his feelings on the leadership of the town. But we would have to see to be sure.
well, more
Challenge.
so,
That ass do be doing things.
more so on the side of
We can
Maybe.
always ask,
could-
and then we can demand.
I could challenge him to a duel if it makes him feel more comfortable.
I mean,
Okay.
sure, we could try the polite way first. And then we
Oh, we're
could-
fighting him. One of us fighting him. I don't
That's
know
not the
how that's
polite way.
polite.
Specifically,
that's not
me
the polite way.
fighting him.
That's a
Polite
quite a
to
way
me.
we usually
Use
do
your
it.
words, Morgan. Use your words.
I probably should have used your words like 2 days ago, but you know, what's wrong?
You wouldn't be able to. You aren't better than me, Morgan. Not Morgan.
What?
Fucking... What's his
Amicia.
character's name?
Amicia?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Look at the animation.
And it's In magical capabilities, she is much stronger than you are.
Yeah, I knew that. Huh?
By a long mile.
I don't know what this is on about.
A mage
Okay.
duel.
I never said I was gonna. I said I should have probably used words a few days ago. That's all I said.
Okay.
I know Andrew would beat in a mage duel.
Why don't we approach the Green Wizard for some tea or some little bit of
Do
a
not
meeting?
force the tea down his throat, though. And he doesn't want tea when he's
Only
sleeping
if
either.
necessary.
Fuck's
Yeah,
sake,
only
Logan.
if necessary. I believe he would be happy to hear from Philo again, and would invite us all in if we accompanied her.
I'm not
So at
quite
least
sure.
we have a way in
I
to
mean,
see the Green Wizard.
I'd love to go on a date with you. Can I bring my 5 friends?
hey, look. I want to
Sure,
say is
not
if
accepting.
his 5 friends are all female, then he might agree. If we just
I
leave the
mean,
snake out.
Maribel's there. I don't know how he feels about that.
Do you reckon he'd be interested? Sestella looks at himself. Because that might be a problem.
So still is like the watchful parent, like making sure
He's
no.
gonna send us off.
This is why
Yes,
we
probably.
also implement. I'm on date. You guys seemingly just turn up where I am.
Well,
How
to
good
a
is
wrestling.
that? I mean,
I don't think me showing up would be a good idea.
We could have a select group. We don't have to have
Hmm.
everyone, but
I
it is
feel
a
like I should
great
definitely
idea
go.
to split up the
'Cause,
party.
you know,
no, what did I just think?
what did you just think?
Man is
Plain.
fucking. He's aghast at his
That-
own
Yeah,
thoughts.
I only just realized Sestella will be in the same
No!
situation as my new character. The fact that it's one male with like
Oh!
5 females.
Cat?
Dirty dog.
I
Did you
sent it to
message
Roman.
him?
Yeah.
Why you not send it to me? What the fuck?
Because it's you.
Because you'd say it out loud.
I wouldn't say
Yeah,
out loud.
probably.
Why
I
you
should
say
be
that?
worried. I should be worried considering the reaction. But
Elu, Angela, and Maribel could probably pull this off pretty well. I'm not sure he's a scaly, so Amethea could probably sit this one out.
No.
Well, it's not to the point that we're all trying to seduce him.
He might as
Well,
well.
it would make things easier. I feel like he would be happy to see us.
You telling me that my shining dragon ball would be a convincing? I don't know what to say.
I mean, you could come with.
I mean,
I'm just
not
sure
to
he's
be
into
rude.
that.
Not to be rude, but it's you.
Lovely.
Yeah, I mean, considering what happened with Ember, I kind of want you to stay away from anything
Hey,
important.
look.
As much
I
as
was just
possible.
confused at the time. Okay.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Oh.
Okay.
Ruben.
I
Hi.
promise I will remain
I just realized what you said.
unlike myself. I will be calm. I won't get overexcited. I will do what I am told.
Sit in your room and don't move.
I mean, no, apart from that.
Do we
It's
know what
able to
race
the
this
great-
man's is?
Cunt.
Say again?
Wow. He appeared to be.
Is he common? Elf?
He's
Half
humming.
elf?
No, he's
He's humming.
human to your knowledge.
There's that keyword to the knowledge.
No, he looks human.
I look pretty human.
Yeah, that's kind of my point. Is it's like most of you look human in this party, but we have a vampire, we have a
The vampire
half
looks more elven,
fallen
though, to be
angel.
fair.
We've got a
Half
snake.
elven.
Yeah.
Angela, I just want to prep this ahead of time.
Yes.
When you use your spell, to modify memory.
Mhm.
I will at the same time command whoever you use it on to submit, and hopefully that will ease the process.
It should do, hopefully.
Well, if you guys are smart about this, he will use one counter spell.
And I will use one count as well.
I feel like this is a really bad idea. Immediately going for the I'm gonna modify his memory. I just
Well,
feel like I'm
this is
trying.
this is just in case. I don't want to be planning this on the fly while we're in the house.
I'm fair enough.
Or wherever he is.
Because I didn't realize who I was doing it before, so I thought it's a bit there.
Angela, you may want to leave your chair behind. I'm not sure what. I'm not sure about that. What is the consensus on the chair coming along?
I feel like he might want to study my chair.
That's
Yeah.
true. But he'd
Yeah.
probably be more interested in it than anything.
It's a conversation starter.
Yeah,
Exactly, it's a
just to
conversation
break the ice,
piece.
break the
It
ass.
can
What?
might
Excuse me?
also be a
What?
hindrance, depending.
Not to be mean, but he's going to be accommodating you. The chair
True.
does seem a bit smaller than you are.
The chair is smaller than you, to be fair. To be frank. Yes.
No, that's true. I thought it was bigger.
It's not.
Wait, what if we put a dress over the chair to make it look like it's part of Angela?
We're just gonna
We
bring
just
it up
arrive
there.
with the fleet of women who look like Philu.
That might work for me, but I'm not sure it's
I
gonna
don't
work
think
for
the
a
same trick
chair.
is gonna work twice, my friend. Especially not with it shaped like.
I'm
Why do
surprised
you have
it's
a
working for
chair-shaped
me.
ass?
I've been sitting in a lot of chairs. Don't worry about it, alright?
Okay, I'm just thinking about how that would play out. Okay.
I didn't. No.
Hmm?
So what just happened? I missed the last 5 minutes. Let's keep going.
Okay. So we are going to approach him. Are we going to bring everybody or a select group?
I'm coming.
Probably a
Why don't we
select
just all
group,
go?
Because
Okay. What
Still
city?
isn't high.
Cup of tea.
That's why Stella's not going with you.
Maribel, I look like a bandit. From being frank, I don't think I'm.
All
How
right.
about we split ourselves in half?
Why don't we
Maribel,
have
Philu,
why
and-
don't we have the getaway crew wait outside, and why don't the infiltration crew make the like we'll do this like we did with the lake.
Alright.
So Maribel, Philu, and Angela
Mhm.
are the infiltration crew. Methea, Sestilla, and Eleanor are the ones who. Eleanor will be monitoring the situation from outside. I'm sure she is quite capable of that. Given her previous feats of sensing. And I believe if things go wrong, it would be good to have the backup, but the infiltration crew will attempt to handle it by themselves. How's that?
Which can push come to go? I can always try and polymorph him.
Just as a warning, I'm not sure how well my senses are when magic's involved.
Before we. Okay. Well, at the very least, let's see if we can have some line of communication. What would be the signal?
Same the telepath isn't in there because that would be easy. But...
Didn't understand a word of that.
yeah, no, they didn't.
It's a shame we
What
don't
did
have a
you say?
telepath inside. Or they have to look outside and teleport to someone.
What is the sending spell as a spell slot, Angela?
I think it's second or third. I think it's third.
Finding it.
That's an
It's
action as well.
Cast time 1 action, range unlimited. 25 words or less to a creature you're familiar with. No matter the distance.
All right. So at the very least, we have that option, even though it is an action, to contact the getaway crew, the backup.
Another option would be 2 elementals randomly appear.
I don't know. Shut the
no.
fuck up. What for what reason, Morgan?
To make a distraction.
We want to draw as little attention to ourselves as possible. We want to keep this as localized as possible.
I think he more so means if we need to get away.
Yeah.
Are you going to be one of those?
No.
Okay.
No. Well, I can't summon two. I'll just summon one. If we need to.
It's very suspicious, but okay.
No, the reason why I can't summon two is because I don't have enough concentration to have 2 at once. I'm pretty sure.
Sorry, you said, oh, but we could have two. I was like, what the fuck? Okay. So if we need a distraction to get away, that can be our distraction. But we'll rely on Eleanor's sense. I believe, despite the magical nature of wherever this wizard lives, she is still quite capable. Also, you can turn into a bat, can't you? Is that a thing you can do with your cloak? Don't you?
Oh,
Yeah.
Eleanor? Could you just like watch from a window?
I mean, I can do that, but
But you.
She'd also be able to communicate with you.
yeah, because I've got telepath. So.
Sure. Then that would be an okay thing to have. If you were just like wild shaped as a small, inconspicuous animal, but keeping an eye.
Would it have to know it has to be an animal, yeah.
Just maybe something bigger than an ant, because an ant has a very limited range of movement.
True, I'll be a rat.
And you're also liable to get squished.
I'll try to be a rat.
Well, if we're trying to infiltrate a high-end, assuming high-end society.
Do any of you guys want a pet? Maybe, I don't know.
Why not have something that one of you can conceal?
Okay. So we have the basic plan. Amethea will be keeping watch. Eleanor and Cecile will be waiting and waiting for Amethea's signal.
I'll be an owl. Okay.
Okay. That's fine. As long as you're not, too suspicious about what you're doing.
Morgan. What time of day is this? Because if it's midday and you're going in at an hour...
wait.
This is about like 8-9 p.m.
Like, I'm on about when they're going to be meeting up.
Oh, that's another matter. That's up to you guys. You can decide.
Yeah,
I feel like late tonight
I'd like to rest. I'd like to rest for the night so I have everything ready.
I do feel like it would be a good idea to do a night, so then like it's we can kind of escape a bit easier.
Let him dream of Filou.
Yeah, let him have.
But again, why not be something that...
Yeah, I could technically hide in someone's clothes and then
be something that you could conceal and just...
And all I would have to do is...
Do you have to see people to do telepathy?
Yeah, but like I can technically just look out the window.
Well, what if there's no window that they're in view? If they're standing directly in view of a window, doesn't that seem kind of fucking suspicious? They're just watching.
Okay, I'll just go on the outside. Yeah, it makes more sense to stay on the outside.
But again, if you guys go into a concealed room, it's the same issue.
I'll just sneak in or
at that
cast
point,
meld
the
into
backup
stone.
is
No.
your perception.
I can always pull in the way that
I
would
don't
work.
think he has any reason to get that suspicious. We're a pack of ladies walking up, making friendly gestures, and I don't think he's like
Maribel.
if he does draw us further into somewhere where we are not visible, at that point I would like Amethea to sort of follow us if she can.
Yeah, I definitely will be able to.
If me and Cecilia are standing outside, we're going to look suspicious. Just look at the two of us.
Yeah, I mean, technically, you can polymorph the both of you if you want.
I'm not accepting the polymorph.
Yeah, no. They would gain the intelligence of whatever they were polymorphed into. I don't want.
Owl is pretty smart.
The rest of the stats too, I believe, right?
Not as smart as you, apparently.
Okay. Back up if they can't see us will be Angela using sending to call in backup. At that point, they would
I can
burst
most
in.
likely get inside if I need to get inside, and it's easy as to get outside to give a warning as well. So don't you worry about that.
Yeah. So we have multiple backups just in case shit hits the fan. All right. I say we rest on it, and we gather as much information as we can before nighttime tomorrow and approach him in the way that we have planned.
Yep, good piss.
Shall I write him a letter?
You might as well, saying, like, I would love to visit tomorrow night. Come pick me and my friends up at the inn, or something like that. We wouldn't even. I mean, the thing is, we don't even know where to send this letter. We don't know where he lives.
Assuming I can just walk up to one of the guards. Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know if they would just be like, "Oh yeah, lady, sure, we'll deliver your letter to the Green Mage." I don't know him personally, but
it's worth a shot.
We could also ask the locals where they stay, and you could literally have it delivered there.
That's true.
So, like I said, let's rest on it and approach him tomorrow after we gather the necessary information. I don't think a letter is necessary. I think us just showing up, he'd be happy to entertain us. We do want to make sure he's in one spot. Why don't we ask around now? It isn't too late. It isn't too late to ask around. So why don't we make some inquiries? Maribel will approach. There's a bar
Ruben.
here, right?
Hold on.
Oh yeah, that's me. Hi.
Hi. Did he mention where he would be? Like to Fielu last time?
I think he probably would have said that he lives on the mansion up the road there. If not,
okay.
I think he may have even pointed it to you as well.
Yeah. He did mention where he is, so I could possibly have a look around there in the morning.
Maribel's gonna approach the bar and ask the bartender if the Green Mage ever stops by. I've heard tell of a quite a powerful mage in these parts. A few of them actually, but one I'm particularly interested in. The Green Mage. Do you know of him?
Sorry, just getting up off my seat. Bad back, you see. You're interested in necromancy then?
I have a few inclinations of that nature, yes.
Interesting endeavor, I suppose.
The dead are quite easy to deal with in comparison to the living.
Accurate.
Wow.
Just can feel sharp eyes just staring into you.
That's yeah, I mean, what do you want? Do you want to? It's very late.
I was wondering, I had planned a visit with him, me and my companions, and I was wondering if he had a specific drink of choice.
Oh,
A gift.
what did necromancers drink? Like blood? No, no, that wouldn't
That
be
was
him.
entertaining to watch.
At least I do
Flesh.
not.
Get him like blended wrong. Mushed rotten flesh, something like that. I don't know.
He drinks that?
I don't know. Do you know what I
Well,
drink?
give me something strong and expensive. That should please him.
Gives a bottle of rum.
He looks at you and kind of looks you up and down. Mm. Strong and expensive, eh?
Something pleasing to the eye.
Yeah, he'll. Yeah, okay. Hold on. And then kind of walks out the back. And then comes back in with nothing and goes 25 gold pieces.
Quite the price. But if it will please my hopefully new friend, I'm willing to pay it. I'd like to see this object of value first.
I'd like to see the
if I
money.
may. She will take out 25 gold pieces and lay them on the table.
The drink appears next to you. And he just
Wonderful.
wafts his fingers. The money,
She pushes it toward him.
and it just floats.
Satisfied transaction, my good man.
It seems to collect and then float into his hand, and he just pockets it. Pleasure
Can I get a
doing
bottle of
business.
rum while you're at it, please? Just in case this visit goes too.
Maribel is
longer than I want
almost
it to.
tempted to drink this herself, so she's gonna stash this away. And
I'm gonna look at the man and just go, can I have a bottle of rum while you're at it in case this visit goes on longer than I intended?
Maribel just side eyes Angela. Are you old enough to drink
I am now.
that?
A drink kind of floats towards you, Angela.
How much?
5 silver.
Right, fair. I pass along 5 silver.
And it floats back to him. It kind of you literally feel it, like you hold it out and it just is picked up from your hand. You would probably know this as just a mage hand spell that he just
Yeah.
basically is using to control everything.
And cork the bottle.
Although interestingly, it seems like it's not just one thing he's moving at once, it's like 2. So you think maybe he's using telekinesis as well.
You know what?
Everyone
Just give him every spell. Just every spell. Give it to him. Deserves it.
Sorry, a
My bottle of
cantrip and a
rum,
5th level
please.
spell?
Give him everyone. No, do it.
Sure. He casts
him the
Finger of
holder.
Death on Sestilla.
Hey, that's the second time that's happened.
Cast Night Glow,
Favorite
Lightning
spell.
Bolt. Version one.
See you guys on the flip
alright.
side. I'll go say hi to Huckwood for you.
So what's the rest of his Sestilla's?
Old enough to drink this is like, yes. Very technically, yeah.
So yeah. You have a very fancy glass. Almost looks like it's the cap is made of crystal.
Angela,
Partially crystal.
Yes.
before we rest today, I would like you to imbue one of these gems with a counter spell.
Okay, I thought I was okay, cool. I thought I was getting my rum confiscated from me for a second there.
Freeman, out of curiosity, how much would you say that the decanter is worth alone?
Probably 20 gold.
Okay,
So the liquor inside is okay.
you bought the
liquor-
decanter, not the wine.
Not gonna lie, they're more expensive looking the fucking bottle, the more shit.
As
pieces
long
than the
as
actual
he
stuff
likes
inside
it, and as long as I can steal it back afterwards.
Depends on how the night goes.
But Ruben,
What
I just
level?
want to confirm that the gems that I have, the gems that I've been carrying on to for like
Mhm.
years now.
The gems from
Um,
the dwarven stronghold that you met the
Yes,
dragon.
they
in.
they were spell storing gems, right?
Yes, but they had a certain unfinishedness to them, or incompleteness, or something. Insert word here that works for what I'm saying.
Unrefined.
Thank you. That.
Where did I leave the other gems? I left them with someone, but I can't remember exactly what it was.
You left them with a. Oh gosh, I don't remember where, but it was somebody to make you a shield, I think.
No, wasn't it here? It was he
I-
to do something with them.
Yeah,
It
no,
wasn't
I
supposed to be
literally
something.
just said I have no use for these. Figure
Make
something
me
out.
something. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, wasn't that
happening.
here?
I
Because
don't.
this was the mage place.
I
Would make
don't-
sense.
We haven't been here in a while, I don't think. But if it is, then perfect. I will
You-
go collect those immediately.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
I don't exactly remember, so I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I'm gonna roll a literally a 50-50 D100. If it's greater than 50, it's here.
okay.
If not, I will work it out.
Okay.
Because the only
It's
two
not here.
places, the only two places that I could think of was either Lotus Key or here, and I don't think we've been back to Lotus Key in a long while.
Could
And I
be
think we
Elzeth.
have. I don't think it is Elzeth.
Damn, I might be a mood.
What's
Actually,
the
I don't think you guys have been to Elzeth properly.
No, we haven't.
what's
And
the
it-
result there?
What the
Oh,
fuck?
not
Who's
not here.
who's mic just hear that through?
That was mine. I would just switch back to roll 20 and all the rolls went through at once.
What happens if you put a
thinking
million rolls
thinking
in?
about it, Lordiths wouldn't have the magical capabilities to. This is the place that has the magical capabilities to do it.
And
or
that's what I'm
Ifira's
saying.
mound, and it's like, would you
We-
guys want to put your stuff in the place that is
We
very hostile to
definitely
you?
didn't give anything in Afira's mind.
Yeah.
We
I'm
went
not
in with a
gonna say-
mission, and we went there.
I'm gonna let you decide because the more I speak,
I-
the less likely I'm gonna get it.
No, I think it would be a mistress found. Logically thinking, and if it isn't, the magic of television. It's here now.
Cool.
Like-
He sent it to me.
I'm going to just say
Little
I'm not arguing it for the fact that it's Roman. I am just
No,
saying I think we
logic-
were smart enough to realize magic place deals with magic.
Yeah, logically thinking, like Lodiths would just go, "These are just gems, man. Like, I'll just
Bro.
get you a normal shield and just put them in it. You know, there you go. I made something.
All right.
Shrug.
So before the day ends, Maribel's going to head to where she dropped them off and see, maybe the thing that she wanted him to do with it isn't ready yet, but the gems are refined. They should be. I feel like it's been long enough.
It's been a fair ward, yes. You show up to the blacksmith / magical mech words elude me. The dude.
The dude. It's the guy.
And you see a number of things. First of all, part of his building looks new. And by that I mean repaired.
Uh-oh.
Now he is there. He does have one less leg.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure this is a completely
Yeah.
unrelated incident.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Come on now. So yeah, he's there. He looks like he's working on like a sword right now, just kind of hammering into it.
I'll sort of, seeing the state that the building and he himself is in, I will politely knock on the door frame. Hello? Do you
Looks
have
at you.
to remember me?
Oh, wow, yeah, what an adventure. I'm glad you paid me a fair bit of money. And he points to the ceiling, and then he points to his leg.
I apologize.
Yeah, but I have you. How many did you give him?
I think it was 13 at the beginning, and now I have 9. So
So you personally have 9.
yes, I have 9. I gave him 3 to refine and 1 to do something with, I think.
Okay. He passes you 2, and he goes, "Well, unfortunately, one of them is ash, or rather, is dust."
Well, it's a good thing there were backups then.
And they're refined, so they shouldn't have any issues. You should just be able to put spells in them,
Wonderful.
and the spells should come out and not cause damage to yourself.
Wonderful.
And you gave me a project to do with one of them, right?
It was up to your own design. I
Well,
look forward to
I have
seeing
a friend who's a bit of an alcoholic, but is really good at making like moonshines. Just like top quality stuff, you know.
Sure.
He brings out a small-ish bottle. Pass it over to you. Now, I don't know what that's going to do. I did a little test. You shouldn't explode much. But I like had one drop and I didn't explode. It just really like I really needed to like just run.
Gave you a lot of energy. That's what you're
Yeah.
saying?
I just ran for like 5 minutes and then came back and felt a bit tired. But you know, running when you don't have a second leg and just have this, and it kind of points out now just the stump, like he's got a metal just spike basically.
He has a peg leg.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So, you know, there you go.
That
It's
is
got a kick as well.
quite interesting.
Get it?
It's what?
It's got a kick because it's alcoholic, but it's also magical. So there's like 2 kicks.
I have a feeling I know someone like this. Angela. Well, you have done excellent work, my man.
Thanks.
I Well,
Could
take
I?
these off your hands and take my leave, unless you
Yeah.
have something.
Could I maybe just like they're yours? Could I have like 500 gold? Like that's how much the repairs costed, and
Bye.
okay. I mean, fair enough. It was my own fault.
I
We're
will give
mumbling
you.
about.
I will give you because you have done me great service. I will
Oh
give
wait, you didn't
you.
actually leave.
I will give you one more of these gems to sell of your own volition, because I have
Uh,
not much use for these unrefined gems. But that is all.
Cool. Good. I
Um,
actually had someone come in and ask about them recently.
Who asked about them? If you don't mind me asking, they are my property after all.
Well, this one isn't anymore, so you know. Don't worry. One of the mages.
What
But then
color, mate?
there's loads of them. Oh, I don't remember him having that color, to be perfectly honest. You realize this place is like 90% mages, right?
Sure. Did you have them on display or something, or did he come in asking about them specifically?
No, he was actually trying to buy. He was buying a staff. The staff turns people into sheep.
I
Only
see.
use, just specifically human to sheep. Don't know why I wanted it. You know, whatever.
Wales.
So yeah.
Well, very good. That gem belongs to you now, and I will take my leave. Barabel just sort of scampers out guiltily.
So
She's like, "You can have one more of these, but not any of my money." All right. I will go back and have Angela, before we rest for the day. I'm going to put some custom things in my inventory. Apply counterspell to at least one of them.
Okay. Fine.
And what level spell did we say these go to? Did we say they could actually hold max level spells?
Yeah, they'd be able to.
Fuck. Holy shit.
However, Kane, just so you know, you wouldn't be able to put your magic item weapon spells into the rings, into the gems, sorry.
Maribel will return to the inn bearing a bottle of something interesting. And she will explain to everybody what it does, because she doesn't have a use for it at the current moment. But if anybody has any sweet ideas, I'm open. I'm all ears.
Your alcohol.
It is magical alcohol.
it's on her back.
Right.
Angela,
Yes.
you have what's
Identified
the
probably, I think.
yeah.
I want to warn you, Angela, that the dwarf I brought it from said he took a single drop and it caused him to run for 5 straight minutes.
I'm gonna use identify upon it. Figure
Sure.
shit out.
Sure.
If you say distill enough, I'm going to check it you.
Like message you what it does.
So, you identify it, and you know that it is, in essence, a wild magic drink. However, it's amplified to all hell. Which means the bad is very bad and the good is very good. There is no in between.
It's a very, very overpowered speed potion.
It's a nat 20 or a nat 1 in every instance. It's like, oh,
Jesus
I cast
Christ.
Fireball on myself at 7th level.
So,
Fun.
Jesus fucking Christ.
so what I'm
So
hearing,
it's
what
literally
I'm
just
telling
This is
everyone
chaos.
is that it's a very
when Maribel
overpowered
realizes
speed
this
spell.
is, she's going to smirk and remember fondly.
I
Specific
did not tell you
character.
this shit. I
No,
wanna
but we
go-
know what you're like.
No.
The smile that
Um,
appears on
It
Angela's
is a
face.
very overpowered speed potion.
Oh, it's speed,
Sorry.
all right.
Yeah,
It's
boy.
fucking speed, all right.
how much does my 15 passive insight tell me?
Okay,
She's
let me roll
not
perception.
lying because it could be that, but you know that that's definitely not the whole truth, and there is more to it than just it makes you go fast.
Yeah.
Why don't you
my
try it
40.
then, Angela? I'd be happy to have you take the first drink.
Sure.
It is about a about two mugs, 2 tea mugs.
I am going to pour her a quarter of a shot glass. Just
Okay.
in case.
A single sip.
Cheers, motherfucker.
I feel like we should not be in the same room.
Do you drink it, Angela?
Cheers, bottoms up. But...
I knew Kane would go for this.
Yeah. I'm gonna say no.
This wouldn't be the first time
Let's
somebody
start
would be
this
killed
bitch.
over
He's
a
gonna
magic
keep going
drink.
with the bit,
Oh,
okay?
bring it on, Ruby.
That's what I was saying earlier. Fondly remembering.
Okay.
Gotta keep with the bit, alright?
Can roll me a D100.
Lovely. What's that?
Okay. For the next hour, you can teleport 200 feet as a bonus action.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I'm gonna do that like a couple of times and just be like, see, I'm going so fucking fast. I didn't lie to you.
He gave alcohol to a child.
Hey, she already started this.
Actually,
I'm
technically, I'm not a child anymore, but okay.
You are still the child because, as far as we can tell, you're still the youngest of the group. Also, you're not running.
I very much am. I don't know what you're talking about.
Angela, I would be able to hear your footsteps no matter what. You are not running.
I'm gonna start making like 2 footsteps in between the telephones.
Yeah.
Me, bro.
I have a
Don't
feeling I
trust her.
know what this is. I have some experience.
Yeah, remember I was there. The unicorn is a very fond memory.
I think I will hold on to this for a special occasion. But so we know where the wizard lives.
Mm-hmm.
We have the counter spells ready. We have the backup
Mhm.
plans ready.
Mm-hmm.
We have everything ready.
Yeah.
I say we call it a night, unless anybody has anything else they want to do.
Well,
No, we don't.
I'm gonna take a shot of my rum and then go to bed.
What the fuck?
well, I could have a little snoop to see exactly where the house is, at least.
I would appreciate you getting that, and if possible, a potential. If you can see inside, I would not mind knowing the layout before we go in. So one of the gems has counterspell in it. Right.
Yeah. Tis
The
the
other
thing I put
one.
in it, yeah.
The other one, I will. Eleanor, you don't have detect magic, do you?
No.
Then I will give her a gem containing detect magic. If it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
So that she can safely infiltrate and gather information.
Yeah.
I will just tell you, I was more going to just fly about, see exactly what's going on there. But wasn't exactly intending to go inside, but
Well, there might be wards about the place, so
I can have a little look through any open windows. But I will still take that gem.
well, it's yours now for now. So go ahead. It's time for Eleanor to do some espionage.
One of you open the window.
Okay, I'll open the window.
Eleanor turns into a bat and flies out after using the spell.
Cool. There you go. Yeah.
Good time to sleep.
You flap your way out into the night, so it's so dark nobody actually sees you. Not that they could anyway, because your stealth is dumb.
It makes sense, though.
And fly your way towards the rough area that you'd been pointed out.
It's the place with the big buildings.
The place, the buildings. Yeah, there are 6 buildings, 6 mansions on the top of the hill. Each of them looking pretty similar, but with slight differences. Usually on the highest point of each mansion, where they all have their own tower. Surprise, surprise. And on the top of the tower is, well, one of them has a kind of castle. What's that word called? The thing on the top of the castle. Battlementsy kind of stuff.
I think I know
Open top. It's an open top, just kind of flat brick stone roof.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is a glass dome. One of them is just a normal tower top, kind of cone shape. One of them is like, how do I describe this? A spiral kind of metal tubing that reaches a point and a spike into the ceiling, into the sky. On again a cone roof, spiral of metal going around, and then the final one is just completely flat, just flat, that you can see as you're kind of flying up over them, that the stairs go up and then it's just a flat surface where the tower is below it. So yeah.
Man's like a view.
Considering that I have detect magic on.
Which lasts how long? Let me just check.
10.
I think it's 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. You're about like it probably took you 3, 4, 5 minutes roughly. Rough timings.
I can also bonus action dash.
Yeah. So probably more 3, 4. You cast detect magic and have a look. First of all, flipping everything is magical in this place.
That doesn't surprise me.
I mean, like just the road is slightly magical as well. Turns out the road has some kind of speed increasey kind of magic. Each step you take makes you slightly faster. Weird. Stupid stuff like this where the gates automatically alert people, the person whose house it is, to who has entered, or that there is somebody entering.
Mhm.
The glass dome has magic kind of seeping out of it, but you can't see what magic. You can just tell that there's a magical effect occurring inside.
Point of interest: the detect magic spell doesn't state you can tell exactly what magic it is. It's the school of
Except
magic.
in this case, it's just all you're really detecting is that there is magic, because you can't see what magic it is. You have to be able to see the magic to detect it. I'm just saying you can sense it because of the spell. Like, there is magic coming from here, but it's protected by the dome.
It does go
Oh
through
yeah,
walls.
the dome has anti-magic,
Okay, all right, cool.
but you can still see there's some seeping through it. That's what I'm trying to portray.
Yeah, I got what you meant.
The spiral dome, the metal spiral dome, that has magic on it, seems to it's a transmutation magic. You're kind of looking at it as like, no, yeah, you don't really have any idea on what these magics are doing. Other
Sure.
than some of them where you're like, oh yeah, the one on the door, yeah, sure.
I'm specifically looking for necromancy, I'm gonna be honest.
Okay. Two things. First of all, you detect a portion of necromancy. In the sense that you're kind of looking at the houses going, I don't see any necromancy, like, coming off of anything. And then you just see a zombie just doing the gardening in one of the mansions. And you're like, I think I may have found it.
No clearer example.
However, you also detect something else. See you guys later.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yippee! Wait. Oh no!
Pat, are you meant to be in there?
No. Wait. Fuck.
Okay.
I am.
Please,
My cat.
please warn me before you do that because I don't want to do my phone.
Okay. So not only do you detect it, but you also smell it. The open top castle battlements mansion. You can smell the blood coming from it. A abundance of blood.
I assume just a mixture of all types.
Oh
Otherwise,
yeah.
I'm asking specifically which ones.
Yeah, like kind of everything under the sun. Nothing exotic per se.
Pure
but
celestial or pure
yes,
or
yeah.
anything like that.
Like there's maybe hints of it where you're like, oh, that's stronger than the other smells, but
Yeah.
kind of in the same way that Maribel has that little like, oh, there's a bit of celestial in that.
Yeah, just
That
that
kind of
little hint of things. And I assume that's the place where the zombie is.
No, it is not.
It's not.
It is the opposite side, actually.
Oh, interesting. I will. If there are any windows, I will check inside.
Plenty of
Just-
windows. And which side are we talking about here?
The one with all the blood, because I'm
Who the
incredibly-
thunk? Who the thunk?
But also, if she's not going to be like directly outside it, she's
They look at the window. There's just a bat like peering into it. Like, what's going on here? Yeah, just kind of in the vicinity of the building.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Roll me a perception check.
Give me 1 second. I didn't click that. That is 23.
Of course it is. Okay. You fly over, kind of look through. Most of the mansion is a mansion.
Oh, yeah.
You're kind of swooping through, going kitchen, lounge, dining room, library, another library, 3 libraries, spot a bedroom, and then kind of go up to the 3rd floor. And you spot a altar.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Like you do.
The altar is coated in blood.
Again, like you do.
And there is a man wearing all red, who I will send you a picture of now.
Okay, so definitely not the right house, but definitely one that's interesting.
Man wearing all red that looks like this, and yes, very interesting. Boop, boop.
Oh,
And you're watching as he is controlling portions of blood and seems to be pulling blood from air. Like, you've
Blood-
kind of seen. You've probably seen somebody like get something from an extra dimension in the sense that you've been around for a while. He's pulling blood from a pocket dimension or something like this. And it's just drawing it out, weaving it, and then placing it upon the altar. The blood's then hitting. So the altar on the top has a crystalline sphere slash okay, it's not a circle because it has sides, but there's like 100 sides. And I don't remember what that shape is called, but I feel like it might be a dodecahedron. But that
I know what you're on about. I
that
don't
might
know
be.
the
Basically,
name.
it's a D100.
It's a proper
A
D.
crystal D100 is there, and he's kind of pushing the blood into it, and you watch as it like changes colors occasionally, semi-random colors like purples, greens, and then it's red, and then it's blue, and shifting and magically just happening. Then the altar gets more and more like the blood pours out of the top of it. After it's been shot in, it's pouring out.
Interesting. Can I by chance smell vampire blood in that building at all whatsoever?
That is a great question. Roll me a perception check again, because you're specifically looking for that.
That is a 17.
Still a 17. Stupid ass. Okay.
Listen to me, Ruben. It's nowhere near as bad as the fact that I can roll a natural 1 on stealth and still get a 15.
Yeah. You detect the slightest amount of vampire blood. Just a
That-
single, like,
I'm just gonna
wisp.
That's all I really needed.
just good to know. Good to know it's there.
Mhm.
And gonna quickly leave before he notices.
Okay. Okay. Leave back to the inn. Leave to Green Mansion.
Go to the other mansion, which you just confirmed is Green Mansion.
It's Green. It's Green Mansion. Okay. Well, in which case, everyone bugger off back to party chat.
Okay.
There we go. So, yeah, as you
Oh, we're
fly
back.
towards the Green Mansion, you kind of see a very classic mansion. There's 3 floors. You go through kitchen, lounge, dining room, 2 libraries, a room that you can only describe as well, okay, 2 libraries, bedroom, and then the room directly next to his bedroom, which you just kind of glance past. You know how some people have like portraits and pictures of their idol?
Okay.
He has a he has a room of himself.
Damn. Narcissist to the fucking max. All right.
There's a sofa in it. There's a statue. In fact, there's 2 statues. Bunch of pictures on the walls.
I'm just going to keep going past that. I've seen enough.
Unfortunately, your perception's too good, so I'm going to keep describing it.
Your perception is a curse.
Yes.
I've seen enough.
Now you wish you had less perception.
No,
Like
I
an
still wish I
academic
had more.
memory, thanks
Damn it.
I
to your
wish to see
perception.
nothing. I wish my eyes to be gone.
No, I want to see more
Iris?
because that means I get to
Iris,
see
you
more.
there?
She saw
Get it?
everything and you know
Call
it.
back to season 1. It's a call.
Yes, Ruben, we know. Continue
Man, I
describing.
can't wait to go rewatch season. Oh,
No. Oh, thanks, God. So the top floor then, the 3rd floor, just appears to be some kind of sparring room. Long single room, single hallway, basically. You see a bunch of weapons on one side. You see a bunch of corpses on the other. Kind of in a mound on the far corner. You haven't actually seen him though. He doesn't appear to be about. But you know where he is. You know what his house looks like, and also, as you've been flying around, you've seen more zombies than just the gardener. It looks like his
staff of zombies.
yes, his retinue is undead.
Yep.
No, I was gonna try to make a pun about dead retinue, like detinue, but I realized that's just debt. So moving
I
on.
mean, you can say they've paid the ultimate price.
And yet they're still paying it. So
The ultimate
unpaid
price
rent.
isn't cheap.
Fine. It's fine.
Right.
So,
Well,
yeah.
we have this set up. We're gonna visit. We'll send him a letter first tomorrow to prep him, and then we'll make our visit in the night. I still want to find out what happened in the sewers.
Oh, who's gonna? Right.
I'm gonna find out if my boys are alive.
Your boys.
Still undead.
Yeah.
Still undead, I see.
Are you guys heading to sleep or?
I'm doing the snoozing, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to sleep.
Going to bed?
Doing the long
Wait.
rest. So I can have
Everybody
Play this
take a
game,
long,
go home, go bed, go sleep.
take a long rest. Everybody take a long rest. So yeah, you wake up the next morning. You said you wanted to write a letter, send it to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's just say I wrote it before I went to sleep. But I
Mhm.
didn't know how to send it.
Yeah. Any specifics on the letter?
This will be a group project. Oh, tell him.
Basically, because I remember, I don't know if I'm remembering it correctly, but he mentioned if I wanted to visit. I don't know if
Yep.
I'm remembering correctly.
Yep, he did say. I think if my memory served, he actually said, "Oh yes, you can. Yes, you and your friends should come up and visit me sometime."
I'll mention
are.
that in the letter and be like, so about that, prospective visit.
I'm guessing it's not just
No, it's
the
more
letter
eloquent than that.
starts. So about that visit.
It's 6:30 in the morning. I'll do my
Dear
voice.
Green Mage.
I can't be eloquent right now.
Oh, by the way, his name is Darius.
Darius.
Dear Verdant
Dear
Mage,
Darius.
I write to you today.
Dear Virgin Mage.
Okay, now that one might not. be the
Dear
best.
clearly
I'm
Virgin Mage.
going.
Would you not like to not have that title?
Okay, no, I'm not going that far. Jeez.
Yeah, that's the point where he realizes she's a spider, and that's the point when we really hit the fan.
Yeah, no.
It's the point where we be scrapping.
Gonna say.
God.
Definitely
Alright, so
playing
when
hard
we
to get that he's talking to a
Mm.
fucking brick wall.
when we get in there, are we just going to immediately broach the topic of Angela being the successor of the Purple Mage? Like, how are we gonna lead into that?
You will vouch for me.
I will say probably try and bring up subject. It's like, oh, we're looking for a mentor for our dear little one here.
Mental?
To be fair, out of the three of you, you are the shortest.
Mental?
Yes.
You,
Yes,
in comparison to
mentor.
us, you are still about the same size that you were.
No, he keeps saying mentor. It's like, bitch, it's for the fucking.
Okay, so
You
we'll
are
say
a team.
that there was
Fucking green
a
mage
bit of
would-
a there was a bit of a purpose to our visit, and it was to find a mentor for Angela. Don't take offense. We're going to dominate the man once we get to him.
This fucking green man's a fool compared to me.
The fuck up. Pretend, motherfucker.
All right. Okay. That's the basic gist of what we're going to do, and I don't know about the two of you, but I'm pretty good at talking to people. So I'll take the lead on that.
Before you guys run off to go talk to him, I'm going to pull Angela and Sistella to one side.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. What's this about?
My thoughts exactly.
Well, necromancy and possibly blood magic.
Hmm.
Okay.
Interesting topics, though not one I'm very familiar with.
I don't think it's exactly her magic, and she'll point at Angela. I think it's a bit more maybe yours.
Ah, I see. A pact
What?
made.
Possibly.
Mm.
Possible.
One
So,
final- Oh, okay, keep going. Sorry.
last
Let that
night,
be pulled to the side, Roman, so not talk in the open.
Yes, I was going to talk to Rube.
last night while I was having a little look around, I saw into another of the mage's houses. Absolutely reeked of blood. And I saw him over an altar, and he was basically pouring blood into this sphere thing. It looked like blood magic. I could be incredibly wrong, but it seemed to be coming out of a different realm, I think.
Many require sacrifice. It wouldn't be the first time that somebody is sacrificed for power. Did you happen to catch anything he was saying? Any words? Anything?
Ruben, did I hear any words or anything?
No. You didn't even see his mouth move, to be honest. Just his hands moving around.
What robe?
No.
What?
Correct me if I'm wrong, Ruben, red? Because the archer
Yeah,
said...
he was in red. Yes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to metagame, but that was bothering me so much. Anyways, continue.
So the red
But yeah.
likes blood. And there were undead strolling about, as you said.
No, the undead was the Green Mage's house.
Ah,
His
my
was
mistake.
just, well, oozing it. Oozing necromantic energy. I don't quite understand detect magic, I'm going to be completely honest with you.
His movements, were they shaky or strong-boned?
Ah, crap.
Ruben?
Huh? Who? Wait. Sorry.
Mike
Huh?
died. Were his movements shaky or like? Because red's the one that's going to fucking go kaput in a second, right?
Purple is the one that's going to go.
Fuck! Never mind. I don't care about that question anymore. I mean, I still do. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. I'm going to ask it anyway.
Answer the question.
He was very confident in his actions.
Okay.
They looked very particular, very exact.
Okay. So is this the next day?
Oh yeah. You've taken a long rest.
While we're prepping, Maribel's gonna take a quick trip down into the sewers. If anybody wants to join her.
I'll join because I'm bored.
All right.
Because Amethy's bored, not me.
And I want to find out what exactly happened with Calcium Jones and Phone Bone.
Okay. Yeah, you know your way now, so it doesn't take long for you to catch up to it. You arrive and look. You don't see any water anywhere. As you're kind of on the way there. However, once you get to the crafted tunnel, the dug tunnel, you see two sets of bones that are no longer moving in the water. It appears that the person that was digging set a ward of some kind that stopped the water the minute it was going to hit his room.
Okay, so they're trapped in the tunnel.
Well, they are now
in
just
water.
bone.
Well, the bones are floating, or not floating, just sitting there in a tunnel full of water that's
Yes.
stopped directly at the entrance of the tunnel.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So it does lead to the lake, but it's been prevented from draining.
Mhm.
Amethea, I'm going to do something a little bit private, so I don't know if you want to wait outside.
If you want me to, I will.
You might as well.
Okay.
Maribel is going to kneel down and hold her holy symbol, and call out to Bane, telling him that he believes this might be a way to accomplish her goal, but she isn't quite sure what direction to take. She's not sure exactly. She feels that this is a place of importance, or that she's near to one, but she's not sure what exactly to do next. So she's asking for a little bit of guidance. Whether or not that happens is completely in the air.
No smile.
Because I did detail my plans to Bane before I did any of this.
Was that to me?
Yes, that was
Oh,
to
sorry.
the god of this world.
Sorry. I apologize. Could you repeat it for me? I
Okay.
thought you were talking with Amethea.
No, I told Amethea to go away.
Ah, I see. Yes.
So I could talk to
Go
my
ahead then. What was
god.
your bit? Sorry.
I was basically asking for guidance from Bane, because I felt that this was close to my goal, or at least a place of some importance, and I would like to. I'm basically just asking for guidance on how to accomplish my goal, which I did detail to Bane. I did tell him what my plans were, and I feel like he is very on board with like brainwashing an entire town of people to his cause. So, like,
Okay. Yeah. Roll me a D100.
okay. All right.
Okay.
Jesus, nice.
I mean, it could be bad. D100 is very vague on what is bad.
91. So I see that as good. Could be very bad.
The higher the number, the better, right, Rube?
You watch as one of the skeletons crawls out of the tunnel.
Calcium Jones
takes a finger, like kind of crawls out and slumps onto the ground, lifts its arm up, and just starts writing. And it says a message that I will send you right now.
Awesome.
Neve, you pulled Angela aside as well, right? And
Yeah, I did send the same message. I will.
Did you send my message or should I send it?
You guys send it.
There you go.
I should have made a group, to be fair, but I kind of just started typing.
That is essentially exactly what I told Neve as well.
Mhm.
Uh, damn it, that's not. How do you underline? There.
Okay, so do you mean
That's what I said. To Neve just
do you
now.
mean the did you mean the thing that we defeated? Wasn't there something that we did down here, or was it just the guy? It was just a guy.
Sorry.
It was just a guy who didn't fight back.
There you go.
Okay. I will.
And once all of that is wrote, they then underline the creature. And then the hand goes limp, the skeletons kind of break apart a little. Not the bones break, but it
I will
splits.
pat Calcium Jones' skull. Thank you, my friend. And she will, praise the Lord, for answering her prayers, and she will sort of keep that in mind and wipe away the writing so that no one else can see it. And she will return above with plans for the future, but the town takeover first. Let's see if we can still exist in this town without being hunted after today, and then we'll figure that out. Okay. Amethea, it wasn't a super thing for Amethea, but thank you for coming along. It was good moral support.
No problem.
We return to the others, and whenever we're ready, let's do this thing.
Just
The
bring
three are
whoever
chatting
on
to
with
each other.
me.
Alright. Let's go.
Let's go.
Alright, Chris Pratt.
While we're walking over there, Amethio will keep an eye out to see what kind of local birds there are. See which one's the most common.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
That is a 19.
Okay. The common bizwinkle is the most common bird.
I love that name.
It's a slight cross between a pigeon and a robin, where it's got kind of the pigeon size, but it's got the robin kind of features in that sense. Also has
So a
just
big
one,
robin.
just one on specifically the left side, just one claw out of like the heel of the not the heel, out of the elbow, just pointing downwards towards the ground.
Why
On
did
its
she pick
left
the retarded
leg.
bird?
The common bizwinkle.
Common bizwinkle.
Common bizwinkle, as opposed to the uncommon bizwinkle, which has a 3-star gotcha rarity and a 15% crit rate.
I hate that, but if you guys want to have the in-depth analysis of the birds of
I pretty much
Loomis,
don't.
I can give that to you. Because we have the common bizwinkle, we have the
Okay.
The fuck up.
All right. The plan. Okay.
I'll blame Amethea.
Please don't talk to me about birds.
I have a bird document.
Why do you have a bird document? You don't have a bird document. That was a bold-faced lie right there.
That was a bold-faced lie.
You got me for a second. You got me for a second.
So, assumably, the letter was delivered, and he is awaiting our arrival.
Yeah. Question: how did you send the letter?
Paper airplane.
We found one of the guards, right? And we asked him to deliver it.
No. I had Tui deliver it.
The spider?
Okay.
Wait, no, you don't have a spider. What was it?
The little
My-
owl.
my
bear
Owl!
thing.
Owl! That's the one.
Ow,
Griffin,
Griffin.
isn't it?
I don't know
Nope.
what it is.
It's a baby
Roman's an
griffin.
owl. I don't know what it is.
It's a baby griffin.
Griffin?
Griffin.
Oh. Sort of an owl.
There you go.
It's a four-legged owl.
Bipedal owl.
I hate that.
Four-legged owl, bro.
I hate four-legged owl. I hate that.
That is what an
Okay.
owl bear is.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's just an owlbear, which I
Alright.
almost had as a pet instead.
Look, that thing is lunch. Alright? Not anything important.
No.
Okay, so
Okay, you're
letter-
saying that to the spider that, like, 3 days ago you watched just eat living people.
I do pretty much the same, except I kill them first. Common decency.
Sam,
This
just
is also
thinking about-
twice your size. But fine.
Thinking about
Um,
Sheila. It's-
Yeah, okay. Cool. Good,
I have a
good, good.
question. Are
And
you
even if
immune
he
to
does it-
poison? Because that
Yeah,
determines whether I can
yes.
win a fight.
Yes. No, I'm not immune to poison. I'm immune to disease and frightened.
I'm fine with that. continue.
Anyways,
God damn it. Wait, do I still have to drink?
no. This is
Okay.
not. The drinking game is ended. There's no alcohol
Never
in my house.
stopped.
There's no alcohol in the house currently to compete with you on that measure, so.
Fair enough.
I
Unless-
also do not have alcohol. This is a very depressing time.
Let's
So.
let's make our way to the mansion. The getaway crew will be waiting
Order.
some ways away.
One
And
We are the
Yeah,
most
very
conspicuous getaway crew ever conceived.
Yeah, the snake and the bat.
Before we
Oh,
leave
they
the
get
inn, I take some time to put my skirt on to hide the legs.
Make sure it's on really well today.
Oh, it is. That's why I said I take some extra time. To put it
Secure
on
the
properly.
skirt.
It is secured on all 8 legs.
How does that
You've got straps
work?
on each of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
8
Just
garter
dust.
belts.
I'm strapped in.
We all just dust
Just
up.
really
our
hope he doesn't
finest
have
gowns
any,
and
like,
shit.
True form detection magic or some shit like that.
Shut up, don't jinx it.
Well,
That,
she's
that
not
doesn't work
lying
on a
about the
dress.
soul.
Yeah, that doesn't work on a dress.
I would be fucked, but you know.
The greatest of disguises. Sheet.
Sheet.
The greatest
Hmm.
disguise is making sure you're not seen.
Wait.
And
Yeah.
that part
The
is not
skirt
being
literally
seen.
hits the ground, and then these little pockets that like the ends of my feet just like sit in.
Mhm.
It's fine. He can't even
Alright,
look
well-
up the skirt because it's just there.
For the moment, we will let you lead, since you are the one most familiar with him. And we will be off.
Let's go.
Good luck, ladies.
I'm gonna need it.
We'll be counting on you.
Yes.
Oh, do
What?
Don't.
Two.
You'll end up dead.
Ooh, and some self.
I'm gonna try not to murder this man, mate.
Yeah, don't murder immediately. Murder comes if the plan doesn't go
That I
well.
out of
So
character.
realistically, it's
I
going
am
to result in
trying my
murder.
hardest not to be a murder hobo at this moment.
Well,
But you
that's why we're
are.
getting the house. So we're just murder, not the hobo part.
Exactly.
Yes, that's right. We're we're murder.
Look, what we're
citizens.
doing right now is you guys are applying for a deposit.
Jesus Christ.
I'm applying for an apprenticeship
Try not to die.
for this old frail man.
All right, we approach the mansion, the tower, and my smite has been installed.
Nice. Yeah. So you make your way to the mansion. It is a beautiful place. The gardens are lush. All sorts, literally all sorts of flowers. We've got the
What the-
Persian pomegranate. We've got.
It's not a fucking flower.
That's a fruit.
Well, yeah, but there are fruits as well. The Persian pomegranate tree.
Okay.
Not a flower.
Continue,
Yeah,
sorry.
and you kind of walk your way up to the door, and I'm guessing, Philu, you're gonna knock it.
Mm-hmm.
The minute, the exact second your knuckle is about to connect with the door, it swings open, and he's just
You
standing
punch him
there.
in the face instead.
Alright,
Wow.
by this point, I've already turned into
Sudden
the
death, the poor bastard.
common bird
The
thing.
common Bizwinkle.
Yeah,
Come on,
I'm
man, you
just
gotta know
currently
this stuff.
sitting on top of a tree watching.
How could you forget the common Bizwinkle? Okay.
Ah. Well, you did say you would come, and lo and behold, here you are. It is a pleasure to see you again. He will grab your hand and give it a little kiss.
I
And-
assume you got my letter this morning.
I did. I have no clue how it got here. It was just on my front step, and one of my gardeners brought it in for me.
A lady
I-
needs. A lady has secrets. Don't mind that.
Oh, I'm sure you do. Secrets, but also some friends.
Yes. These are my lovely
Nice.
companions.
A pleasure to meet you. My name is
Ah.
Maribel.
Maribel. And you?
I go
On
by
the chair.
Angela.
Interesting. Yes.
Very
Did you
much
really bring
My
the
name.
chair?
Yes, I did bring the chair. You fuck.
Yeah.
My name
The chair stays on.
is Darius. It is a pleasure to meet you all. Yes. Sorry, that has no context. Neve, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, she's like, yes, like, yes, what?
Yes.
I was gonna
So-
say, might we come in? And I felt like you read my thoughts. I was like,
Damn, alright.
I'm also adept in telepathy. No.
Shit.
But
Please do come in. I will bring I'll get one of the servants to bring out some tea. Do we all like tea? Or something
Sounds
stronger?
wonderful. Maribel?
tea this time of day would be wonderful. I
Excellent.
let us. Yeah,
I'll bring
I'll
up
leave.
some biscuits. Get them to bring up biscuits and cakes as well. Please come with me. And he takes you through some of the hallways.
Just this little side thing. I left Tui with Eleanor.
Brings you through the hallways until you arrive at a little lounge area. Sofas, a collection of books. There's actually a pool table in the side.
Okay.
Pool is a very new sport that the upper echelons have been playing recently. Very fancy.
are there any
Yeah.
windows? Because my birdie Mia's will fly around until I can spot them.
All of the buildings, all of the rooms are windowed. The hallways are not, though.
Okay.
Pretty much as what's it called? Oversimplification. That. He kind of directs you to your seats. And attempts to slot himself right next to Philo if he is able to. Which
I'm
is
not
kind
gonna
of up to
stop.
Philo to say how much, well, Philo and the rest of you to say, like, if you've filled in that gap or you've left it open.
It's open.
I would.
At least I am.
Sorry, I was eating.
Philo's already found one of the cakes.
I would, for now, keep him at a distance from Filu, so I would be sitting next to her.
Okay. In which case, he'll
Um,
bring up another chair and just sit kind of opposite. Well, I must say, this is some very fine company I have here.
And
I'm not used to. Wow. I'm not used to seeing so many wonderful faces. Certainly not in my lounge area, at least.
We can tell, buddy.
we did. It is our honor to
was
be
that?
in your presence. And
Oh, I assure you, the honor is mostly mine.
as a
Abel wants to
first
kill him so badly.
meeting gift, you did mention something stronger, and I thought perhaps you might like this. And she will pull out the decanter of very fine liquor.
Let me have a little look. He takes it into his hand. Has a little look at it. Takes the cap off, gives it a little sniff. I very much appreciate this.
It is to make a good first impression.
Oh, your first impression was absolutely stunning from the door. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to give to you right now.
Well, if I may, we do have a purpose to our visit. Besides meeting your esteemed self. My cousin here, young Angela, she is extraordinarily talented in the ways of magic.
Oh,
I
yes.
myself but a fledgling necromancer.
Angela,
but
roll me a
she-
perception check.
Oh, perception.
Oh shit, nice.
It's 19.
God.
This cat making fun of us.
His mic died.
Died.
Oh.
Ah,
No, I also read a message from it as well.
Does it have anything to do with
Poison?
Yeah.
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 God.
and now the smiley face upside down.
Yeah, Angela, what was your perception?
19.
19? You watch him cast a spell, specifically targeting you, but very subtly. You only just catch it.
I'm gonna attempt a counterspell.
Okay, just to confirm, you are going to, in essence, shout counterspell. Right? Because that has verbal and semantic components.
I feel like that'd be kind of
It's only
impressive, though.
semantic, actually.
Is it semantic?
Yes.
Okay. In which case, you still need to. You're going to perform the actions to counterspell it, yeah?
I'll flick my wrist to try and counterspell it.
Okay.
I'll use a 4th level
That-
counterspell.
That is impressive. Obviously, I could have stopped that, but instead, I will just do this. And he just recast the spell just visually this time.
Can she tell what he's casting? Since he's done it twice now.
No spell that you recognize. Similar to identify to some degrees, but no, like, you don't know what this is exactly.
Okay.
Are you going to counterspell this one?
I don't see much point if you're just gonna keep going for it.
Okay. Yes. Interesting. Okay.
If I may ask, what was that just now?
It was a measuring tool I use sometimes. Just gauges a person, you know.
Very well. I believe some tests are in order to determine her adequacy for the request I'm about to make.
You're the only one I haven't cast it on. I'm sorry, Filu. You actually didn't call yourself Filu.
No,
What does
Lulu.
he know you as? Lulu. I am sorry, Lulu, but I had to check, you know.
You're supposed to
I'm
ask a
obviously.
lady first. That's
Oh,
fine.
I do apologize, but as a man of great esteem as I am, I had to make sure
A
certain
twat.
potential assassins weren't sent after me. You wouldn't have been the first. Which obviously you weren't, because. You know. But.
I
Anyway.
believe that your measuring and my cousin's deft deflection. Didn't Maribel even notice what happened? Like, I noticed that Angela sort of
You would have.
flipped her wrist.
You would have noticed something. You've seen Angela cast spell before, like.
Okay. By the way she handled that, I believe it will prove my statement of her
A
talent.
counterspell is a mere trifle.
She has great potential. She is young and quite eager to learn. Now, I apologize if this is rude, but her area of expertise does not lie with yours, as I've heard it. But our companion had the wonderful experience of meeting you the other day, and we decided it would be better to approach you first. Gauge your reaction. She's looking for a mentor, and she has heard tales of the Purple Wizard who resides in these parts, who's looking and has many disciples. Looking for and has many disciples. We were wondering if you might do us the honor of introducing her with your recommendation.
In your hand appears a letter. If you wish to leave, now would definitely be your time. Specifically at Maribel. But if either of the other of you wish to stay, you are more than welcome. I could show you my vast libraries if you wished. Might not be your area of expertise or even yours, Lulu, but I'm sure there are things that I could teach you.
Maribel narrows her eyes at the man and will ask, "What exactly is this?" before I open it.
I would not recommend that you open it, but you asked for a recommendation, didn't you?
I
It's
just
only
merely
yours
mean
because
to confirm.
apparently your friend to the right cannot speak for herself and requires her cousin to speak for her.
She is young and
The friend from the
quite
right
rude.
holds her tongue for what she wishes to say. It might cause problems.
Well, I will let you know right now, I will not take offense to anything. We here in Mistress Fount are very welcoming to everyone. It does not matter how tall, small, how thin, or how big. We welcome everyone.
Why did I just say?
Not
Why was it
necessarily
feel like that was directed at
talking
me?
about appearance.
There was a glance.
Angela does have a bit of a nasty streak when she speaks sometimes, so She hasn't quite learned how to address someone politely.
I find the people who stick around normally don't stick around for too long. I don't
And
see
that
the
is a
point in
real
speaking
shame,
kindly.
of course.
I don't necessarily see it that way anymore. People come, they stay for a while. They either leave or they die.
Angela
this
just out
one
here making
has-
me feel fucking depressed. Damn.
It's
My
happened enough
dear.
times for me to lose faith in the people around.
If you're worried about
Oh,
people
this one.
leaving, I do have the spells to make them stay.
As do I. I don't see the use in using them.
Oh. I apologize. Did you mean that they left you or that they left you?
Some left. Some died.
Is she capable of talking?
Some left the
Maribel
group.
has her own take on the situation.
Much more
Maribel
died.
talks in the third person.
That was table talk, but no. Go ahead, Angela. Speak for yourself.
A large amount of people in our group have died around a series of unfortunate events. Very
And
few have
so
left normally.
I offer you the capabilities of making those stay. You were asking to be an apprentice to Purple. To the old fool who seriously needs to retire. Well, being a master of illusion as he once was, does also require other aspects. Not every spell in his arsenal is illusion, of course. So, being able to have minions is often very useful. For example, and the teas and the cakes are brought to you by skeletons. They kind of clank their way in, place down on the table, and he kind of goes, thank you, thank you. They are excellent workers. Now, please, tea, coffee. Sorry, I don't know what coffee is. Tea, cake, biscuits. You may have whatever you like. But if you wish to leave, you do know where the door is.
I pick up a cup of tea.
He's glaring at Maribel when he says that.
I will not leave until I have what I came for, or clear rejection.
You have it.
I did not bring my friends here for you to be rude to one of them.
Please.
I apologize, Lulu. Certain attitudes irritate me. But for you, I will accommodate. So,
What are
Any
you
trusted
suggesting,
friends?
Darius? Speak plainly.
friend of yours should be a friend of mine, of course. We are not friends ourselves. Now, I have
Man's a fucking robot.
Let's go to swear. Man.
Fucking kill him.
I have a couple of questions.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, your mic is not a
Ruben,
little
your
bit.
mic. Your mic just.
God.
Oh God.
No.
That's worse.
Nope.
You just see the fucking green wizard start to glitch in and realize this whole world's been a simulation.
What the fuck?
I think we found the bad guy. Guys.
While he fixes that, I'm sitting here. I'm a grave
The
domain
clouds seven
cleric.
tidal waves. Let's go.
I'm a grave domain cleric, and he's fucking walking around with goddamn skeletons. Jesus Christ.
We have a druid, a wizard, a rogue, a cleric, a paladin, a warlock, and a ranger.
Oh,
What?
no longer deafened, but he's muted.
Well.
Still.
Just on mute, mate.
Hope everything is okay over there.
His mic died. I'm assuming.
Oh? What's happening to Ruben?
Ruben's mic just went like crazy, and
Where are you,
now...
Shut up, Morgan.
But yeah, as he was speaking, he just went all
Robot,
gargly and robotic and shit. And I think his mic just shat itself. So he's like, well, this is an unfortunate potential end to a session.
Well, we'll give it a minute, see if there's any
Wait a
fixes.
little
If he's sure, then
exactly a
call it.
minute. He's deafened again.
Yeah, try. Take
When he's
some time to.
deafening, he's probably checking settings.
Yeah.
That is a shame.
What if his mic just imploded? That's actually imagine what.
Me and Eve were having lovely conversations about how this guy is potentially not what he thinks, or not what he says.
Well, yeah, I also kind of somewhat believe that. He doesn't seem to like the purple guy.
If Ruben was, if
Don't
anybody,
say purple guy. Don't say purple.
Guys, if anybody was wondering what to get Ruben for Christmas,
You might.
Sorry, Ruben, it ain't gonna be dice.
Purple guy.
That's what I thought as well. Whenever you don't say purple guy.
that's very helpful.
Gotta charge it. Oh.
Why is everyone have fucking wireless mics?
I don't. Mine's sitting on my desk.
I don't either.
I don't see the point in it when
Neither do
this
I.
shit happens.
Oh, because Kane, you can be here, and then, I'm in bed. It's great.
I could do the same thing. I'd have to bring my mic with me.
Yeah.
Joke's on you. I am in bed.
Oh wait, are both Neve and Roman playing from bed?
I feel hurt by this information.
Why not? I've got a laptop.
I don't have I have a laptop and I don't have a desk.
Also, mine does the funny, so, you know.
Yours does do the funny.
I have to keep up the funny, though I am getting a new one for Christmas. So.
Because it's an Xbox headset. I'm planning on getting a white one for a little while now.
Yeah.
Like I said, anybody who's thinking about to get Ruben for Christmas.
All I want for Christmas is a working headset.
I mean, I'm fine with calling it here. We did a lot of planning, but it wasn't a bad session.
How did the combos go? With the guy? Notice your spider lady?
Gary does not like Maribel.
I'm worried that he already knows Spider Lady and he's into that.
He probably does already know, to be
He's into
fair.
that because I'm sorry. Like, I love Vilu, but I'm like, I don't think anyone else would be in that. into her. I'm like,
Well, Kane's
okay.
into snakes,
So still, watch out.
No, not me. Like Lamia type deal.
She's a snake
Oh.
eater.
I'm
Yeah,
glad
he
I didn't
loves-
go with Lamia then.
Kane would
He
love
loves
my
that
cousin, which I murdered.
I forgot about your Lamia love.
No!
Feelu was almost a Lamia, so I'm glad I didn't do that.
I'm gonna be real, Kane. I did a mild amount of tomfoolery back at my base. There used to be a
Fred
tribe
looks for
in the,
every
in the jungle.
opportunity to bring up fucking.
Another perspective race was this motherfucker, which I'm like,
Ooh.
that's too buff. If anyone has played Breath of the Wild, you know what that is.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to play
What
it.
was it?
Mama.
What was
Yes,
it?
Feely was
What was
going
it?
to be a Lionel.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Big mama. God damn.
Gold.
Well, that would have been
Gold Lionel.
Yeah, no, that's what Feely was going to be. But then I found the spider, and I'm like, prefer that.
Hey, at least if you were a Lionel, you wouldn't have to hide it. You know, you could start it proud. As a spider, it's a little more, well,
Yeah,
dubious.
just a little bit more dubious.
Yeah, it's one less C, I feel. No, I think it's not thick.
Yeah,
I
no,
think it's just brick.
It's just buff. She's
It's just
buff.
brick. Brick
Brick.
with 3 C's instead of thick.
Okay, she's not thick, she's just buff.
She's brick, not thick.
just if Feely was a Lionel, just run away!
Look at that little waddle away.
Just explosions.
Updates, Ruben? Any idea?
If
Or is it
it's
a
not
call?
working, we can just
I think he's just trying to let it charge.
Things
yeah.
happen. You know, when I go insane, I hope I'm one of the laughy ones, not one of the screamy ones. You know?
You know what? Same, bro.
How about you, Kane? What one do you want to be?
What do you mean?
When you eventually just go nuts, laughy or screamy? Yeah, I think we all want to be a laughy guy, or girl, or spider.
I don't want to go insane.
Come
I
on,
already
It's
am.
inevitable. Okay.
I don't want to have schizophrenia.
you're gonna be Joe Biden, like not too long from now. Blink and you'll miss it. You'll be Joe Biden. You'll be the president of the United States, though.
Is that
That's
my
a
alter ego?
Joe Biden, yeah.
Joe Biden. Is
You know,
Joe
this-
Biden my stand?
Roman, I'm be honest. Every time you black out, the president makes another weird speech.
We've never seen him and Biden in the same
We have
room
not
together.
seen Roman and Joe Biden in the same room. Wait a minute. I haven't seen Roman in the same room as Kane either.
They're definitely not the same
I was
person.
about to say, I'm definitely not the same person.
Right,
I've met
so
Kane, which means I've
this
met
is the
Roman.
quality
He's
that
back.
we're currently working with.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
Okay.
how crackly it is.
It's pretty clear.
It's a teeny bit crackly, but
Yeah.
it's bearable. It's bearable.
Okay. Well, we can go with this. If you guys are down.
I'm down to clown.
Okay,
If
climbing
you are
away.
clown.
Honk honk.
Remember that outfit I gave you, Kane?
It's now Morgan's, but yeah.
So, where were we?
Well, I apologize yourself for being rude to my companion.
Ah, yes. And I do apologize for that. Friends of yours should also be friends of mine.
I do
Right.
understand that Maribel's attitude might be something you're not used to, but
I
broaden your horizons. That's what my mother
appreciate
always used to
someone
say.
who's headstrong. But control is not something I like. Freedom.
I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Were you saying freedom is not something you like, or control?
No, control.
Okay.
Anyway, we don't need to get into the politics of this. I apologize, Maribel.
Apology accepted. I only wish to do best.
How about I give you a little tour of the mansion?
I'd appreciate that.
Well, sounds lovely.
Now, please follow me. This is obviously the lounging area. It's where guests spend the majority of their time when they come here. He takes you through the mansion, shows you the downstairs, which is all of like the classic stuff you'd expect. He's got a kitchen, he's got dining room, the lounge you've just seen, you know, a public library as well. And he goes, "I know this. This is where the fun stuff happens." And he takes you upstairs, shows you his double library. So
Okay.
this section's all about history and.
I want to keep an eye out for any religious iconography.
Okay. Yeah, give me a little perception check.
Probably not great. We'll see. Oh, I have advantage. Okay. That's going to be a 23.
23, fairly.
Well, I mean, it's
yeah,
not going to be great. 23.
one of the sections he actually points you to, or well, you spot it before he points it, but is the next section coming up is about religious, everything under the sun. It's a whole bookshelf, like 5 tiers of books, each of them being proper thick, like classic historical books, all about religious stuff. And he goes, "Yes, so this is about history of here. We've got various histories of these. These ones are religious iconography and books of that ilk. This is my section on the history of magic. Here's my section on gardening. Gardening, interestingly, biggest section he has. And
Why is
yes,
gardening the largest section here?
Were
do
we
not
back now?
do not find greenery and shrubbery just the most beautiful thing?
Not particularly, no.
Well, maybe you should broaden your tastes, young one. Through here, though, this is my library. And he opens the door, and it's the room full of himself. No, I'm joking.
Also to
It's
himself.
yes, it's his special room with his statues and yeah, no. It is a library. This one has actual magical books. In addition to actual magical books, some of them are encased in glass cases. Don't appear to have locks on them or anything like that. There's about 5 books that are locked in these. There are 6 books that are locked away behind a cage in the bookshelf, and there is one staff that is placed up on a pedestal in the far corner. So yes, we have our book on necromancy here, here, and here. All of these are necromantic books. That is my area of expertise, of course. We have
What are the
some
locked
on
ones?
evocation magics, like damaging spells, a little bit on healing, because actually, interestingly, necromancy and the ability to heal very, very close together. Here are my books on artifacts from the past, the gods and the goddesses. So all very interesting things. So yes, is there anything any of you would like to ask at this point? Obviously, a connoisseur
What's
of
the
magic
lock-
yourself.
What are the locked ones?
The locked ones are books that, if a perpetrator did manage to make their way in, I would not want to fall into the wrong hands.
What are they on specifically?
Well, this one is on lichdom. This one is on various high-level necromancy.
This whole time, I've been realizing that we're in his lair.
Yeah.
This one is on high-level necromantic spells. This one is actually high-level healing spells. Interesting story about this one. I actually was given it by a friend of mine who was a cleric of. Oh gosh, I've completely forgotten who he was cleric of. Do any of you know gods? Like, just spout some gods' names at me. Just
Anything about Bane?
that's yes. He's the one. He's the death. Hold on, let me. He actually goes into the other room and kind of reads through some books. Bane. It's only a very thin book, not very much on it. He goes, "Oh yes, this book is on Bane.
Would you mind?
Like the Lord of Darkness and Black Hand, all of this." Oh, sorry, did you want to take a look?
I would not mind having a look at that.
Oh, yes, sure. He passes it over.
If I may ask, you wouldn't happen to know anything about restoring lost memories, would you?
Restoring lost memories.
Hey, if I'm here, table talk time. If I'm here, I'm just gonna ask.
Yeah. I mean, you may as well.
He's a very powerful mage, so.
I can't think of any. However, I have just remembered Ubtao. Ubtao is who my friend was a cleric of. Yep, that was the one. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't really have anything that could help you, I don't believe.
That's unfortunate, but not unexpected. And she'll just browse the book and hand it back when she's done, and you can send me if there's any relevant information in there later.
Yeah, I can send it. It's kind of just this.
Okay. Just literally.
It's just the wiki. Just the history of Bane, and it's very much a historical book as opposed to basically. It was very thin, so you get the feeling he's not that interested in the guy who's like oppression and terror and hatred. It's like he doesn't help me win my goals or my spells, whatever.
Sure, yeah, he's a magic man.
Yeah, like he's cool. He shows up sometimes, does some things. That's about it. Yeah. Do either of you two wish to peruse some of my books?
I have a question.
Oh god.
Answer.
When the purple mage chooses his successor, how does he intend to choose? I assume he would have discussed it with you two, as you're very important
He
in
does
the
not
council.
technically choose. Do you not understand how it works?
Not currently, no.
Well, I have a very active role in this aspect. My job, or the job of someone with high enough skill, which in this area right now is just myself, commune with the soul of whichever mage has unfortunately passed. That soul then decides upon that point. Basically, it takes out any most chances of foul play,
So in essence, he's still choosing just after he passes.
Exactly. He chooses with all of the information that he has had throughout his life, and the soul comes to a simply logical conclusion. No emotion behind it, just pure logic.
How does the soul come to that logic? Very interesting.
When the spell is cast, the soul remains in a semi-static state, allowing it to process all of the information that it's had and measure up the correct decision.
In essence, it measures up from its memories. It would be
Mhm.
best suited
Yes.
for this. Okay. Thank you for clarifying. I was under the impression
Absolutely
that
no problem at all.
they might have some sort of wizard tournament or something in the future.
No,
But
that is not the way of illusion magics.
that's slightly disappointing. I was hoping to compete in the future.
I like you. Lulu, is there anything you would like to know?
I have two questions.
Please go on.
Do you have anything on the Dark Mistress Loth?
On love?
Oh god.
Well,
And just showing your hand. Or okay.
she is a drow.
Yeah,
You can
well,
quite
I am a
clearly
okay,
see
drow.
she's a
okay. Yes, I
drow.
forgot that part. Like, okay, I forgot that she is half spider, half drow. Like, okay.
Well, Loth,
My
the queen of spiders, and of course, I'm guessing your mistress.
no, my mother's. I want to understand more about what my mother has, what happened
I
to her
see.
since she disappeared when I was young.
Oh, well, that is. I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine.
Oh,
Emotionally available lich.
I was raised by my brothers, but I would like to know what happened to my mother. And the only clue I have is love.
Well, love is one I have a small amount on. Sorry, I just looked at the titles for love. Spider bitch.
Spider bit. Let me cheers.
Like, look at these flipping names. Hold on. Here we go. Like, we've got Norm, Queen of Spiders, Demon Queen of Spiders, Queen of
Spider
Darkness,
bitch.
Dark Mother, Spider Bitch.
Spider bitch.
That's probably what Drizzt calls her.
Pretty sure that's what
Um,
Drix calls everybody. Is a bitch.
The deafened cat has found Spider Bitch. Yeah, he goes over, finds a pretty large book on Lolth. A lot of it talks about her history. Doesn't really talk about it. Has one thing that piques your interest. One of the stories, which goes, Lolth encouraged his son's rivalry with her, for it appealed to her love of chaos. However, his son's successes swing the drow to his cause, destroying her followers, and her vision of society, led to her to consider him a threat. In essence, she was like, ah yes, son, build an army to beat me, ha ha ha.
And then he did it.
And then he did it. And it was very strong, big old battle, and what in essence caused the drow people to half retreat under the ground. Lolth then won in the end, promoting I got this right. Matriarchy is women.
Yes.
Yeah, matriarchy.
Yeah, matriarchy, and to sacrifice elves. And essentially, that's kind of where the Lothian followers are. There are still parts that are like slightly towards her son's side, but it's a bit more because his son was killed / imprisoned. It's kind of relaxed a bit more. So yeah, the interesting part to you when you're kind of like, would be the chaos and hey, yeah, come do things for me, and yes, I'm really appealing and blah blah blah, and then eventual murder and death. It's like, I wonder if you're kind of sitting there going, this totally could be something that ended up
What
happening.
happened to mother?
Yeah, like it wouldn't be unreasonable for it to be. I'm working for words and they're not coming out of my mouth.
It wouldn't be unreasonable to think that's what happened.
Yes.
Hmm.
So yeah, but that's the only story on there that like really pops out at you. I'll send you the wiki if you want to have a little read if you haven't already.
I haven't yet.
But yeah.
I feel like I know where this guy's phylactery is.
And sorry, you said you had 2 questions, didn't you?
Yes. Do you have any books on rare medicinal herbs? My expertise is in medicine and healing.
I was going to ask you about that. So, healing is your domain? Because as I've said, and he points to his bookshelf on healing spells. Please. Peruse.
Thank you.
I will see if I can find any in the gardening section that might overlap. Goes over, spends about 5 minutes looking through.
While he's
back.
gone,
In the other room, just through a doorway, but yes.
Don't talk too loudly.
Maribel will sort of lean down and whisper to Angela, I don't think we can take this. And your spell.
Don't need to attention. All we need to modify memory of the other wizard. And then he dies. And then the next, like the necromancer said, when he's a soul, he works off logic, which works off memory. I change his memory. I win.
Very well. And she will, end the conversation there.
I was about to say, you guys are relatively close to Feeler. Or you're up near in the corner.
That's up to you guys.
Well, I was asking them.
Yeah, that's up to them too.
Table talk. If this guy is lich, I want to make like a bet that his phylactery is in the fucking narcissism room.
Oh, it almost certainly is.
Do we even know? Like, I'm assuming we're not even near the narcissism room.
Eleanor would know that you're close. You do not know.
Oh, no.
Unless Eleanor has said, this is the exact
'cause-
layout of the room.
Let's think. Who did Eleanor tell?
I don't think I had the chance to tell anyone.
What we sent you to like scout out the
Yeah.
layout of the mansion. You
She
would have told us
investigated.
what you found.
But
was
would
the whole
she have
point of you
said, this
doing
is the layout of the entire building? So you have a hallway, then you have a door, then you have a room.
I probably would have been like, this is where things are, or things of import are, and I probably would have mentioned, oh yeah, he's a narcissist because of this one room.
Okay.
I don't think we would know exactly where the narcissism room is.
Can I ask out of character? He gave me a letter out of in spite. What is this thing? Is it a recommendation for myself because I was speaking up for Angela?
It's a letter.
I don't know.
Unless
He
you
told
don't
me
fucking
not to open it.
Unless you
And
don't
at this
fucking
point,
read it.
Do not fucking open it.
Don't open it.
Okay. She'll tuck it away and maybe give it to someone else to open that she doesn't like.
You must have give it to me, bro.
I was gonna say, let's wait till we get out
It's
of here.
my
before we
Yeah, I'll
investigate the letter.
yeah, tucking it away. Anyways.
After about 5 minutes, he does return. Lulu, unfortunately, I don't believe I have any medicinal herbs other than ones you probably know. Very common, basic ones. So,
Oh, that's quite alright.
yes. Did you find anything interesting?
She's holding a small stack. Possibly.
Oh wow. That's a lot of books.
Oh, don't worry,
Um,
I'm a quick reader.
Yes, it's the 8 eyes. I mean, what?
The 8 eyes, as if you see them.
As if you have them. Do you? I don't think you have
No, I
extra
don't.
eyes in your ass.
No, you don't.
I don't. I literally have like a picture. Like I have 2 normal eyes and 2 little hair clips that look like eyes, but they're just hair clips.
Are you planning on taking them books out?
Oh no, no, no.
Oh,
Unless
you
I'm allowed
plan.
to.
Wow.
I wouldn't dare take your books.
Well, in which case, please go ahead. If you wish to take a seat, there are seats available for us to have a little reading session if we want.
I turn to Maribel and Angela.
Go
See
ahead.
what they are doing. All right.
We can wait. I'm trying to think of what I can busy myself with in time.
He clicks his fingers and 3 chairs kind of
A few.
3 chairs kind of fall down to the ground basically.
I was about to say we need another one. No,
As
Angela's
a
her own fucking
Well,
I've got my own chair. It's amazing.
I did kind of suppose that you'd stay up there. I'm sorry, was that rude to presume that?
No,
I can get you another. Oh,
no.
I very
She
much like my
she
chair.
stays on her chair.
I got that feeling.
It floats and everything.
I did notice. Oh, I did not realize that.
Trying to think of how to word this, but Maribel will speak up and say, I believe we got off on the wrong foot, and I do apologize for my insistence and my rudeness. However, as our companion is currently preoccupied, I would like to ask you a bit about necromancy myself. I know some few spells, and I would love dearly to improve my craft.
Oh. First of all, water under the bridge. You're a.
Yeah.
You're a user of the dark art. He kind of rolls his eyes as he says it. Like,
I am but a mere apprentice. With very few bits of knowledge under my belt, I dare not even call myself such.
Anyone that partakes in the trade is very welcome, and especially someone who's friends with Lulu as well. My library is yours to peruse. Yes, these are my necromancy books.
Besides the locked up ones. Yes.
There is a lot of them, and I appreciate that. What is your domain of magic? You do not appear to be the wizard type. Oh, a warlock?
I have contracted with a being.
A warlock?
Yes.
Okay. In which case, depending on the strength of your bond, we would be looking at some of these spells here. And he points to like create undead and blah 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 blah. But if you wish to like expand your repertoire, here are some of the more basic spells and these are some of the ways that you should be able to control and manipulate, and actually how to specifically organize your minions in combat as well. Strategy guides,
Excellent.
things like this. So yes, please.
I will. You.
I've spent years broadening my spectrum of books, and I'm quite happy letting you have a way. So please, have a way.
All right. Very cool. I will peruse. I don't know if I'll get anything out of this, but I just need something to do while Philo does her thing.
I mean, I don't know how well I'm doing my thing, but
But yeah, I will sort of look books more combat focused.
Lulu,
yes.
you said you were a healer, yes?
Mhm.
Does that
That
mean
I
you
did.
are a clerical type or just a medicinal healer?
A bit of both.
So you have magical capabilities. I did detect some, I just want to check that it's that sort.
Yes.
So,
You naturally develop them when, you're the youngest of 7 and your brothers are idiots and breaking limbs and hurting themselves, so.
that's a rather large family. Whew.
Mhm.
Only child I am, you see, so
You're not missing much.
my
They cause
parents
chaos and it's
were
unbearable.
only successful ones. Neve, to answer your question, if you're flying up to look in a window, yes. They're on the second floor, they're inside of the room, but there is a window in the room, so you can
No,
if you try.
I wasn't flying up. I was wondering if I could just catch a glimpse of them from ground floor from
Shadows
Mhm.
like walking around occasionally, but you can't
Yeah.
see them. So you know
That-
where they are.
Yeah, that's more like what I wanted to know, just so.
And
Just
So wait,
on my-
so wait, who's got 2
of
each?
course, Man
Tell
is
the story with
still
Eleanor.
Man, of course, is still flying nearby and watching on trees and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We have Overwatch.
Who
Still
might
just
have
keeping
7 tidal waves to cast in a second.
So, all right.
Please don't.
Angela, I will sort of nudge you to attempt to acquire the recommendation, because we're both just reading, and nothing is coming of this.
Is the letter you've given our friend actually a recommendation? She seems very skeptical about it. And I would very much like to put her mind at ease.
So, Philo, you have the ability to heal.
Is he just ignoring Angela?
Oh, sorry. Was that to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like. Is that
Sorry.
he's just like,
My bad.
yes.
Don't feel.
Ignore the
We had
story.
Yes, my dear. What did you say? I was distracted by this book.
Yeah, sure.
My
The
friend
book.
seems very suspicious about the recommendation you've given us. Could you
Oh, please,
put
it is
my
a
mind at ease,
recommendation.
please? Thank you.
The recommendation. However, once again, I recommend you do not open it.
It would be better to deliver it personally, per se, then.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
So,
I will hand it
Lulu,
off to Angela.
No,
Take it.
you're not distracted by the book that you were holding. I mentioned that I have a book in a cage. I was wondering if you might like to have a peek.
Out of character. Oh, fuck yes! Open the cage up.
The fact that it's in a cage
Oh!
makes me
Sorry, I dropped the book.
uncertain.
It's only caged for security purposes. In case of intruders. But I'm
No,
sure I can trust you, right?
none of these books are going to leave your library. More so because I have a bad habit of forgetting to return them, so. But if you can promise that it's not dangerous, I will gladly take a peek at it.
For you, I would promise the world. And it kind of boops your nose.
For those 3 C's, I would do anything.
It's the third C that does it.
All right.
He goes up to the cage. You
I would
wish
say,
to look
as
there?
his back is turned, Philo just makes a face like, why did he do that? Like,
Start rubbing her nose like
eh.
gets out a bit of like some I forgot what it's called, but it's essentially hand sanitizer. Like aloe vera. Get some aloe vera and just starts rubbing it. Ugh.
And she is doing this in plain sight of Angela and Maribel, so it's just like she's like, why did he touch my nose?
Don't worry. We'll burn the germs away later.
I mean,
Out of character.
just
Oh, go ahead.
Philo's trying to do this as a sort of get on the good graces and be like, yes. Trying to act as adorable as she can, but she's like, oh my god, this is uncomfortable.
Out of character, but only a few people will understand this. I don't know if I've ever fully read through Bane's wiki page, but apparently he makes alliances, and one of the gods he made alliances with, miss a certain changeling boy. He's allied with Mass.
Yep.
He's allied with
I believe Loth is also allied to Mask.
Damn. Alden just picking the best ones.
Hey! Our gods are buddies! High five!
I don't think our gods are buddies.
No,
I
probably
think
not.
a god
They're mu-
that our gods are buddies with.
I don't even
we
think I have a
mutual-
god.
We have a mutual friend,
Yeah.
but we're not friends.
Don't even think I have a
Can't sit with us.
It's the awkward.
Alden is still alive. Alden is still out there. I want. it
Wow.
torments me.
No, you'll never find him, bro.
You found fucking Thegnome.
Yeah,
Why
I did.
can't I find Alden?
Because I didn't find Thegnome. You released Thegnome
I
on the world. It was
Anyways,
protecting us from the cosmic horror of hunger.
I'm done. We're probably wrapping up soon, anyways. I just want to stop interrupting. Sorry.
Philo. He
Yes.
passes you a book. This book is a golden book. The paper itself appears to be like rimmed. I don't know how to describe that, but like the outside is gold.
Edged.
Edged.
Lined.
Thank you.
Now
Yes.
you're making me think of Damien.
What?
There are blue gemstones on it, and it has 2 clasps, which are both of angel wings. He passes it over to you. Unfortunately, I would not benefit from this book.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. I just had a critical revelation.
What?
Guys, do you remember the lich that Abira shot in the back of the head?
Yeah.
I think we just found him.
I have no use of this book, unfortunately. No use at all, in fact. However, I think you could. He leans into you. Like, no, that sounds weird. He leans into your ear? What the
He leans
He leans
closer.
to your ear to whisper. And says stuff that I will message to you. And I'm messaging to you right now.
Into spiders.
Oh.
He leans in close and goes, gaming.
Damn. He leans in close and goes, damn that third C.
It got me going.
Got me good.
This is what I get for being a sick bitch.
Filu adds the letter C to the word oval.
What?
What?
What the fuck?
What?
You heard me.
I did, but I'm not sure I understand.
See, I did
confused.
understand
need
that. I
to.
hate that. Because an oval, it starts small and it ends up big.
What?
Like an egg.
Like,
Shush.
like my butt.
Like the butt.
Like the what?
Anyways,
Gosh.
Anyway.
out of character, this guy is gonna be a problem later.
Probably.
In character, I feel like this guy is going to be a problem.
This still is just talking to Tui.
I mean, if I'm honest, I can actually look through the walls and see what's happening right now if I could get close to them.
I love that Still is just hanging out by himself. Like,
he's
there's a
got
bat
Tui.
flying around. There's a little
Tui
comic
and Eleanor.
little
I look like
Buzzwinkle.
the weirdest pet sailor. Like,
Eleanor is in her usual form. She's not a bat.
I thought you said you were a bat looking around.
No.
It was yesterday.
Oh.
I was in the night. But if she was a bat, I'd look like the weirdest flying creature salesman. Like,
You also wouldn't be
Oh.
talking to me at this point in time.
that is very true.
Well, I'm assuming a meteor is still
What
Yeah.
shape?
Yes.
I mean,
I'm not
uh,
what? Wild shape.
Common Buzzwinkle or whatever it was.
Amicia,
Common
over there.
Biswick.
Yeah, I'm watching through the window.
So yeah, there you go. That's what he says to you. I'm getting a reply. In
Yeah,
case you
probably.
couldn't tell. It's typing and it's scary.
DM's been scared for typing.
I'm
then-
constantly scared. Doesn't stop.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. I was gonna say make me a perception check or an insight check. You don't need to.
You introduced yourself.
He blushes profusely.
Out
We
of
just
character.
see this
I
from
got
across
him wrapped around my
the
little finger.
And
You
he
got him
hands
wrapped
you.
around the fourth toe.
He-
What leg, I guess. You don't have toes. That'd be weird if you had toes.
Ew.
Please don't tell me the spider has
Ew.
toes.
What the fuck?
Each leg has a foot on it. That
That's
would be
not
so
what I
He
wanted.
hands you the book.
You
It would have
said
been
that, my
better if I
brain
stayed
immediately went
silent.
to the
Is what
Spider Queen in Okami. Ugh.
What was said, we may never know.
Yeah. Gross.
Gross.
Like spider with toes.
I'm just still imagining
This
spider
is the
toes.
green mage right now.
Also, Cad, I have a video that you're gonna like.
Ah!
Jesus. Are you good?
Go fuck yourself at the nearest shrubbery, Ruben.
Yeah, so he passes you this golden book. And goes, yes.
Doing her best attempt at acting, she holds the book to her chest and winks again.
I was just thinking I could find two toes of a spider.
Why are you? The fuck, Morgan?
Yes, he grabs a random book out of the shelf. Yes, this is one of my favorite topics.
It's like a really fucking grim book now. It's actually like fucking something
He's
very
a
bad.
necromancer, my guy.
No, he's picked up something like a comic book.
Necromantic
It's like a-
comic book.
Fucking children's
And
book.
to add hilarity to it, he's reading the book upside down, going, "Oh, yes, it's my favorite."
Oh yes, great.
Anyways,
This guy would be a bitch though.
I would say out of character, we've kind of gotten to the point where, like, we've got the recommendation. Well, I'm assuming the fucking
we've gotten what
recommendation.
we want, basically.
Well, here you go.
We
Recommendation.
we don't really have much else to do here. So
It
after
could literally
this,
be a bomb designed to kill the purple guy.
well, in that case, we'll just take right over. Before we give him the letter, we can modify his or something. I don't know. We're definitely gonna have Angela. We're definitely gonna have Angela identify it before.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Just not here.
Just
It's
not
explosive.
here.
Oh shit.
I'll just try and dispel magic it as verbal.
I can dispel magic it, mate.
You dispel magic it well outside of our range.
Yep.
Yes.
No,
Walks
I
into the
want you to
forest
be
over the
very-
explosion, walks back
Very
out.
much
Yeah,
there
well.
when I do it.
Just another gift situation all over again. The explosion in distance.
Kaboom.
Her chair would protect her, wouldn't it? Doesn't she have some sort of fucking force field or some shit?
I could just go glove of vulnerabilities.
How are you going to cast a spell through the glow of invulnerability?
Well, then, I don't know.
Cast from outside the barrier can affect creatures within it. There's no, it's not out.
But you can go the other way
Inside
around.
out, it's fine.
Yeah.
Outside in, no.
We kind of use this if it's the other way around.
I mean, it wouldn't.
No, I guess it wouldn't. You could trap someone in there. Everyone could just cast a bunch of fucking.
There's a really fucking cool spell that I wanted called Magic Circle or something like that. That's basically that. It's basically like a magic prison, but it takes like a minute to cast. And when I realized that, I was like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, it's
But
usually
the problem
used
is, it's just
when
you make them
you.
sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. If you guys want to, like, he's putty.
He's
Like,
what?
he's Play-Doh in Philu's hands right
Oh.
now. Like, he's still full
He is
brushing.
kinetic sand at this moment.
You
Man is down bad.
you look, and like every 3 seconds he's flipping a page, just going, yeah, yep, yeah, oh, yeah, great.
I while he's head is in the book, I turn to look at Maribel and just smirk. Just like
Maribel just gives a thumbs up.
Thumbs
Like
up, bro.
raised eyebrows, and like the kid, the kid who's staring at the computer who gives the thumbs up and does like the.
yeah.
Can't play invisible chess anymore. My chess partner's gone.
We're just sending the same fucking one.
Yeah, that's the same one, right?
Why did you send a thumb?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait, why did you delete Kaden? There's Kaden.
Yo, that's me!
The thumb.
I'm the thumb, apparently.
I'm so sorry.
The thumb looking ass.
What the
Thumb
fuck, man?
looking ass motherfucker.
If we want a way out, if we want some reason to leave, because I'm assuming we came here what we did, and he is putty in my hands.
Yeah, we kind of blue ball him if we leave now, but that's the funniest part.
Yeah, I feel like if we
I don't
leave
know if
now,
this
he'll
man
actually
has
like
any balls
he'll
left.
fuck with everything in his mind, and he'll be like, next time he sees you, he's gonna be fucked even more fucked.
Because I can probably come up with some sort of way for us to leave.
My bird needs feeding. Let's go.
You could promise
My
to
child.
return, but we did make sure to come.
Child needs feeding. He'd be like, oh wait, oh yeah, well, if you say that, I bet you's one of those people.
My duck needs lunch.
We did make sure to come late in the day, so
Yeah.
we can
Yeah,
say it's
I'm
time for
guessing
us
it's
to
like
retire.
3, 4, that kind of rough time.
Or we can literally be like, we have dinner plans. We'd love to stay, but we didn't realize how late it had gotten. I don't know.
Such
I'm
a
not good with
charming man to talk to and makes me forget
you can
time.
tell-
Forgive me,
you
I
can
must
tell-
leave.
I did not hear what was said.
Cat basically started flirting with the guy.
You know it.
Is there any way for us to tell time in here? Like, do clocks exist?
I mean, there's windows, aren't there?
Yeah, those windows.
You just see a single bird staring at you through a window.
Yeah, you look at the window. There is a bird pitched on it. That's
The
just looking
bird
at you.
stares out the window and points at its wing as if it has a watch on. Like, come on,
Like, let's go.
With its second wing, it's just like tap tap tap.
You just see Amethea doing this.
I love that bird.
Just Amethea sitting on the way like.
I need to see that original video if you find it wrong, because I want to see what you're on about. I love watching birds, man. It's the funniest shit ever.
There's a whole YouTube channel dedicated to this red fucking bird.
I've seen the one about the Scottish parrot.
I love how
Oh my god, it's literally just this.
Oh my fucking god, it is.
Oh. Philu looks towards the windows and notices that the sun is setting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's fucking winter.
Oh. I hate to do this, but we've actually have dinner plans with some of our companions. Is it alright if we take off?
Oh yes.
Oh no.
Of course. What the fuck is that?
That's a she-bell.
It's
There's
head
a bird on
empty,
my
no
window.
thoughts.
It's ugly
It's
as
Emmett
anything.
self.
Should we Angela's a dead. Oh, that's so fucking scary looking.
Neve, it's Emmett Silk.
I know.
Damn it, so good. Fucking terrible. Have you heard the noise they make with their fucking beaks?
Oh my god, it's fucking scary.
Yeah, you can. Sure, I'll take you to the. Come with me. And he kind of walks back through the various rooms down towards the door. Yeah. Oh, sorry. We've got to the door. If you wanted to take one of the books or some of the books, then you could have
Darius,
mm,
breathe.
He
Yes.
breathes, but he sniffs real loud.
If you wanted to take one of the books, then you can.
Well, I will start with the one you have given me. I turn to Angela and Maribel. Are they able to borrow any books, or?
Oh yes.
Personally, I don't need anything. I wouldn't want to impose.
Angela?
Not particularly right now.
Okay. Well,
Don't know if I need anything.
Yes, of course, you're all always welcome in my in my home. I've got some more reading to do, so I'm.
Man's like, I got a problem to take care of.
But before he disappears, I'm gonna make this worse.
Oh, brother. Oh.
Philo very gently cups the side of his face before kissing his forehead.
Oh no.
You should have booped him on the nose back.
This man was putty. He is now just straight up a liquid.
Now he's a puddle.
All right, fine.
He's seeping through the floor.
You should have returned the favor and booped him on the nose.
I'm about to.
You.
As she takes a step back, she boops him back on the nose. I will see you around.
He is staring kind of down at the ground. Just
like,
no thoughts, head empty.
Just kind of holds his hand up, gives a wave, and then just
he closes the door, just like.
I feel real bad for this guy.
Okay, he leaves.
I look at Andrew Mara. Let's go.
Did we leave the library, or did he lead us out? Like
you left his house.
Wait, we've left the house.
Okay, just making sure he didn't like run away while we were still in the library.
No. He escorted us back to the front door.
Okay.
And then I made him feel awkward.
Let us regroup. I assume that those who are watching saw us leave. We are
And
all
if they
good.
didn't, they heard you.
Yes.
Just immediately the door opens. And
Eleanor's just standing in the doorway waiting for you guys.
no, Eleanor's just watching from a distance.
Poor little guy.
Just casually walks in. He's Patty.
Maribel just wipes a bit of cold sweat she had from potential shape of death.
And here we were afraid. Well, seems like your fears were unfounded, Eleanor.
It's better than what the other outcome could have been.
Fair enough.
As we make our way back to the inn, I suppose they fall in alongside us.
A little bird perches on your shoulder.
After we are quite a ways away, Maribel just goes, "That was a lich."
Probably, yeah.
I can't say that I fully agree.
is that?
Or at the very least, he intends to become one.
He smelt. He had blood for me to smell, but it wasn't human. At least not all of it. It was a mixture of, well, various types. I could pick out Dragonborn and elf, human,
Interesting.
and a bit of celestial.
After we attempt the next phase of our little plan, I believe he may be a problem for us. We might want to keep an eye out for him.
Do you know whether he's fully a mage? Or might be well, more sorceress?
Angela, that would be a question for you. When he cast magic on you, did you notice from what he was casting? Was it internal? Was it external?
What did I notice about him casting, Ruben?
Normal casting.
I'm basically
you-
just asking you to make an Arcana check. See if he's a wizard.
He can't be one of mine. Nobody who makes a pact would willingly throw out spells like that.
You want to make an Arcana check? Not an
Yeah.
Arcana check. Thingy check. You go, girl.
It's so weird that I am the only male in
Make
the
an
party.
Arcana check against him.
Yeah.
Everyone
No,
can go,
we
girl,
haven't
but what
done.
about Cecilia? Why can't Cecilia
12.
go, girl?
We had Winter, but we kind of left him somewhere.
We left him in the kennel.
Winter. Oh, he is on his way.
There's already
Didn't
a lot of
Angela-
people in the party. I don't know if
Winter's
he's gonna
coming.
go on his own.
Winter is in fact coming, yeah.
Kill
We did
yourself.
send him a
Hilariously.
message.
That's
Yeah.
actually not true. Kane's just not told you what he said. You never told them.
Oh, what did Winter say?
Nothing, don't worry about it.
Now I'm worried about it.
So,
He said something.
We don't
Angela,
know.
He said his way, right? Don't worry
he
about it.
definitely had, like, the original time he cast that spell that
He's some
like
shit to do, he's
detected
on his
you.
way.
The original time he cast that spell that detected you, you barely noticed it. As in, there were no verbal, there were no semantic, implying sorcerer, but he had a spell book, like that you kept seeing occasionally, like under his cloak. So
Wizard with the feet for sorcerer.
a bit of both, quite possibly, but
Maybe a bit of both.
in essence, very magically gifted.
Mainly wizard with a bit of sorcerer smidged in there somehow.
Sorcery snidged in there. What the fuck are you on about?
Snidged.
There's a smidge of sorcery in him.
All
Smidged
right.
in there.
We make it back to the inn.
Mm-hmm.
We regroup.
Alcohol.
Angela,
Yeah.
let's figure out what's going on with this letter.
Okay. I'll try to identify it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do have
The
dispel
letter.
magic. If we can use that.
Yeah, there's 3 people that dispel magic.
Okay.
No.
The majority of this party can dispel magic. It's hilarious.
Nice.
Live and let live, I say.
The letter has a vast number of spells applied to it. Would you like me to go through the full list or give you a
Yes,
brief
I'd
summary?
very much like you to go through the full list.
Okay.
Send me
First
the
of all,
list.
gosh, I was just gonna speak through it. One is a ward-like spell that then has a evocation spell attached to it. I think this is all you get, or did you get the actual spells?
Okay, let me get my identify spot.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same.
Identify. You learn its properties, how to use them, whether it requires attunement, how many charges it has. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are.
If the item was created by a spell, it was created by a spell.
You learn which spell created it as well.
It was a kind of fabricate spell, basically. I think that's the name of it, but that's not really relevant-ish. The spells that are affecting it. A ward spell that applies a fireball if a condition is not met. I don't believe you learn the condition from what I'm reading here. But that much I'll give you. Knowing what ward spells are like from the fact that you are a wizard. That's what you'll get. The other spells are mostly like related to that. That if another condition isn't met, a different spell is used. But in essence, ward spell, fireball.
At the very least, when we take this to the Purple Wizard, we are definitely going to warn him it's from the Green Wizard.
Yes. It should, in theory, not explode when the Purple Wizard opens it.
And I don't believe he would do anything to endanger his newfound relationship with Phoebe.
After that display, from what you've been telling me, most certainly not.
Sorry, I had to leave. My kitchen flooded.
Okay, yeah, go take care of that.
No, it's all sorted out. I got a
Oh.
Yep. Here's what my cat turned my fucking sink on, and we've got an issue where the sink is blocked, so we can't use it. And
bro, don't worry about us. Go take care of it.
it's already been taken care of.
But you just need to go. I guess you need to go like clean up and do some stuff. Or
I cleaned up all the water, mopped it. First, I grabbed like 4 towels, cleaned it up.
oh,
Then
are you saying
grabbed
what
a
you're
mop.
doing, or you're back? I don't.
I'm back. I'm doing that.
Okay, right,
That's
I
why
thought
I
you said
haven't
you
been
were going
talking for a while.
Fair. No, that's fair, man. It's alright.
Welcome back.
That is completely understandable.
At least the floor's nice and clean and mopped now. I mean,
hey, yeah.
I've got an image of the cat right now. Look at that. God damn.
fuck.
What a cheap cat.
You know, I might actually have to do that to my cat.
Sorry, his chin's bigger than mine.
Yeah.
I can't remember what you look like.
I think that's a health issue.
What's that bird called, woman? I want to know.
With the red laughing bird?
Yeah,
No idea.
I'm finding it right now.
Ouch.
Fuck's sake.
No idea.
Hey, if people can claim I'm Thumb, then this is you, Ruben. We have the several images of Roman that we can laugh at. It's fine.
Yeah, you're right.
Kane's ginger, so it's funny by... Well, it's automatically funny.
Chin.
Yeah, carry on.
I was Roman. I literally pressed it.
Good job.
For fuck's sake.
You okay?
Oh shit, that's not what I meant to send.
Gosh.
While you were out playing D&D, I was studying Blade.
Catch you.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
So,
well,
yeah, keep going. Or whatever.
I mean, if you're
can't remember
fine to
what
keep
it was.
going, then how much longer do we
I don't
want?
remember what happened last.
We just
we-
identified the letter. That was basically.
Yes. Okay.
I assume at this point, I'm going to share with. I mean, if it's the group, I told them what I plan to do here, so I'm going to share with them what Bane had said to me. I had a bit of a powwow with my good buddy, old pal, the Dark Lord. And he told me that there's a creature in the waters that's causing the effect of the brainwashing. And when we have accomplished our goals, I would very much like to investigate that. Yes, that's exactly what it looks like. That's what he told me it looks like.
There's also another one that looks like this.
Why have you got that? You know, Kane, I'm just gonna delete that one.
I just looked through GIFs and I found that shit.
I looked up La Creature, and that's what came up.
I looked up just monkey and that shit came up. I don't know why.
Maribel, another creature out of the lake?
Sorry, I've got to the flipping. I hope I'm a good set of veins. The fuck? What do you mean by this?
I explain it, Ruben.
What do you mean by that?
I explain it. Very much explain it if you carried on reading and stop posting.
I know I did keep reading, but that was just.
If you read the next response.
Neve is also taken aback.
What I see as well is the fact it took Neve 2 minutes to reply to that. Anyway.
Yeah, to be fair, we started talking then, so typing was a bit harder. But yeah, another creature under the lake?
Well, what do you mean another?
Nimue was under the lake last time we were here.
Sorry, say that again?
Nimue was under the lake last time we were here.
Ah, I completely forgot about that, so that's probably what he meant.
Well, is she there now? Can we go meet her, or what's the update
What is
with
the
that?
lady who offered this sword?
I am still bird.
Holds up a water sword in
I
her
see.
hand.
Yes. Here.
That was Nimue.
Can I get a recap on what happened? Because I am completely lost on that entire part.
Yeah.
Look at the red bird
To
memes.
be fair, Tuck, Eleanor, and Vermis kind of just didn't explain anything. We're just like, yeah, well, it was.
It was a matter of life or death, and we're like, fuck it, we choose life.
Is that my time travel back? And Haku's a lot. I'm confused. What's going on?
So basically, they all went to the bottom of the lake and fell into a pit of bones, pretty much. And there was a girl tied to a chair, basically, who had either 2 hearts or just a very quick heartbeat, and was both, well, angel and demon, I think. I don't remember the exact thing.
I cannot believe you remember that part. Yeah.
Listen to me. I have the strangest memory. I can't remember huge details, but I remember tiny ones like that. And I know she was talking to us through a table. That was the
she showed us a table of 3 dead people, one of which was very clearly a Dampier, the other was very clearly Vermis, and the other one was a guy with a blood bandolier.
Yeah, Eleanor's had a scarf around her, so that's how we do.
This, or do you want to release me? Because we can have one.
I was just like, Who are you? What are you? We don't particularly care. Get us out of here.
Then, okay, then let me reread and reformulate my thoughts.
And that was
Nimue
then.
was the one causing the brainwashing. And now that she's gone, I don't think that the effect that I want to transform is there anymore. So that whole plan may be moot. But what happened to Nimue? Nimue.
I will say on the matter of the effect being gone, the effect to maybe transform your mind to enjoy whatever god or whatever is that might have been there may be gone, but, well, there's certainly still an
Beneficial
effect.
water is still there.
There is still an effect and still something going on. When I touched it, well, even a little drop on my finger nearly went me mad. Sent me spiraling mad, sorry.
Then knowing what I know now, was the man who didn't fight back trying to rescue Nimue or get to her somehow? Nimue?
There's a chance, but remember, his thing was blowing up the lake. I don't think.
We thought that's what it was. That's what we were told.
Bet you thought.
What else was he going to use the demon for? Because it was quite literally, yeah, no, be free. We didn't need any special things, just to set it free.
Okay. Well, that may be something for further in the future then. Unfortunate, but that sucks. Anyways, let's take this fucking town up.
I wonder if that pit of bones is still there. I'm not diving to figure that out. She got that last time.
Anyway.
Yeah, I believe that we are going to head to bed unless there's still hours of daylight left. In
There's
which
still. The sun is in the process of setting.
It is also 11:15.
Yeah, I would say we call it and
So,
move on with the purple wizard stuff next time.
Okay, at least you didn't say purple guy. That color is ruined for me. For a while.
Did you just censor it?
No, that was something in the background. I have no idea what that was.
I was about to
That
say,
color
we're not.
reversing.
Like, we're not talking about William Afton here.
I know, but just whenever I hear the words purple guy, I just imagine it's been so long's drop. I can't take it seriously.
All right. Good session, guys. I mean, if
So,
that's what
Philu, you can add the Book of Exalted Deeds to your character.
Excuse me?
Oh no.
I love that he just let her take that. Because he was so down
Excuse
bad.
me, what?
Excuse me?
Hi.
Hey, I think with everything else that we have in this part, it's a good. I'm fine with that.
Have you forgotten? That's Verna's book.
For free?
My book now.
That was Verna's book.
Who's Verna?
Abria campaign. Well, person you don't know.
No. Verna's book was Book of Divinum Antiquus.
Right.
Yeah, no, it was a completely custom item.
I thought it was based off that. I was about to fucking say.
It is based off of that.
I was like,
However,
it was really based. It was a based book.
It was the based book.
Well, I got
The
a based
front
book
page
now.
had a Chad symbol on it.
There are some things for you to know. Filu, for you to be completely... Obviously, you can read the book, and it has a lot of writing on it. But it takes 80 hours of reading for you to gain most of the benefits.
Well, time to get
I
reading.
love that. I love that the Book of Divinum Antiquus as well.
I think Divinum is in it. But Divinum, basically, I read the Book of Vile Darkness and went, Book of Exalted Deeds is...
Filu, what is your alignment?
You wanted a yin yang to the Book of Darkness.
My alignment.
Yeah, it was just like... It's...
Because
Look,
it requires a creature of good alignment to attune
Remember
to.
when the
Chaotic
robot
good.
took Abria's book for no reason?
yeah.